I don't know.
Account is what? 0, 0. Is it all right? So the IC allows that each public sector worker, not the Prime Minister, public sector worker, is able, based on their asset, to have a plus or minus 0.1% that is not accounted for.
That can't be accounts. What is that?
We are not talking about accounts. We are talking about IC and accountability, my brother.
Accountability.
It's about
from the word account.
No. Don't do that. Why you not to do that? Because the IC states that there's a 0.01% that is allowed by each public sector worker, not the Prime Minister, that they are allowed to do.
The IC governs public sector workers.
Sean, see if you can find one of the brightest, Dino, no offense, but Sean, see if you can find one of the brightest, come with them, come up. Because I need to ask them a few questions. Like you, Richards, Sydney, the Blair, them, Jordan, one with them saying smart. Any of you find one of them, bring them up. Because I need
but in the meantime, me and Dino talk. Let me and Dino finish. Who said that?
Me, one of them, Mario. Watch out. Mario, when you ask about the brightest, come with them, you see, you can't put brightness with and name them the people, the brother.
No, let us not go. But make we not go with this. Let me ask, gentlemen, I ask for civility. Because me, I have a problem. Listen, I have a problem. I want us to be frank, and the PNP supporters to be frank about the decision of the Prime Minister. We must stop it.
Mario, what is that called?
All right, listen what I am saying, Sir Dino. As a Jamaican, when Jamaica is put in a bad light, it affects me because I want to protect Jamaica first. Right? So a person as a Prime Minister or the office of the Prime Minister, which is our first representation to the public outside of Jamaica or the other countries outside of Jamaica. It is not well when we sit in our corners and push things out, which the out of the world say there's flawed in the arguments that are put in forward, or we are cruel people. I don't want it to be seen as us being cruel. I want it to be seen as fair and balanced, right? Now, if it is that the IC report says that the Prime Minister is allowed to have, not the Prime Minister, public sector workers who have to report to the IC has a 0.01% that they don't have to give account for in their submission, then when we say that the Prime Minister is not being accountable, would that be true? Or how does that affect the administration? As you, Dino, stated, that the administration is corrupt.
I just draw an example with the Prime Minister. There's many more things in the government that is not accountable.
Explain them then, because me not see the Prime Minister part if you don't have the right data.
Which lead to the question when I want to ask Dino. Dino, here is a question that I want you to ask in relation or with regards to accountability. Give some example of physical accountability under the People's National Party.
Which member of the People's National
Party is the party of numerous corruption? Tell us about, give us some accountability of those corruption.
I don't understand.
That's what I want to know. Because if you are going to talk about accountability as it regards to the Jamaica Labour Party, that they are not being accountable for the corrupted act, right? Or the so-called corrupted act which is happening. I mean, how could you just be pointing in one direction that one party, right, is not accountable for the corrupted things that they have done, right, and leave out the other party, which is more corruptible and has not
I
given
don't know if the other party has been. I
less
don't know. I
accountability
don't
for
know if the
all
other
this.
party has been more corrupted. I know corruption is in both parties.
Okay. So the question he asked again, name some corruption in the party
That was
that
accounted
it
for.
seemed like you support.
But the subject is being changed. You know, we're talking about accountability and you're going to corruption.
The
All right.
accountability,
Give
for
us
an
an
example.
Corruption is complete. A lot of corruption entails a lot more than accountability. You know.
All right, we're gonna put your word in. Name some accountability or non-accountability from your side.
Yes. Thank you.
My side.
Mhm.
What is my side?
All right, let me not say your side. From the opposition of Jamaica House right now.
The opposition is not in governance, so they are not going to be old. I mean, they still because they still have to submit documents to the IC, but their life is a private life right now.
Okay.
Dino, what are you saying? Dino, hold up, Mario, hold on. Dino, have you listening to yourself?
From what?
Listen, Dino, $1 billion is missing from the St. Catherine Municipal Corporation that is run by the People's National Party.
And hold on. The People's National Party run is since when?
Since ever.
Since ever. And is it
The People's
any politicians are being named to be involved in it?
What?
Any politician are being fingered or pointed out to say they're involved in it?
Almighty, I can't be. That's the dumbest question you have ever asked. Who is the head of the municipal corporation?
The chairman is a mayor.
Yeah, the mayor, and the mayor is the people.
CEO.
Listen, Dino. It is the same thing that you guys are doing, you know. You guys talk about Royal Reid. Royal Reid is a part of the government, the education ministry. But yet still you guys said Andrew Holness. Wrong or right?
I can't blame Andrew Royal Reid's problem.
No, but that's exactly what you're doing.
Nobody. Good day. Come on.
You're saying the government is so corrupt and Andrew is not accountable and he's not that.
That is Chen come up with argument corruption and me something that I define.
We're talking about
the argument is accountability, brother.
Discussing accountability.
How do you give accountability to some of the things that we deem as being corrupt?
No, the question is something. Name a situation that happened under the People's National Party, because you cannot ask the man for names accountable when there was
you said name something.
Saying then that there was no accountability.
But nobody
there was nobody charged for corruption under the People's National Party.
One person was accused for corruption under the PNP, and it's Kern Spencer. And he was dismissed.
And he went to court for it.
Went to court, he got away in court, party dismissed him.
God Almighty.
Yeah? So how you going to come something? Kern Spencer.
I see why, John. You said these are the reasons why.
Kern Spencer case came up. And Kern Spencer was put out of something, and he went to the court system.
I have one thing to say. Hello, can I just say one thing, please? I heard somebody mentioning about Kern Spencer, and he was put through the court system and he was dismissed. So why the hell I hear persons still mentioning Mr. Royal Reid when time his case is before the court? Why the same ruler, one Major Kern Spencer, is not meted out to Royal Reid also? What is bias for?
Hold on, Kenneth.
Royal Reid is before the court. He has not
Royal Reid case. It has not. It's not dismissed out of the court. It's still live in the court.
When the court have court to talk another date again.
So
exactly.
how you're going to say
went to court and he was acquitted.
Make that make sense.
But Cosmo, the gentleman is saying, how can we talk about corruption with Royal Reid when his case has not been completed to say if he is corrupt or he has done something wrong or not. Because the Royal Reid case, as is stated, he didn't get the issue was not about corruption in how you are stating it. He got away from it.
What was the issue?
The issue was the lack of evidence.
No, the issue was corruption. He was charged. He was charged. So that means the evidence was found that he misappropriated over 500 million Jamaican dollars.
Misappropriate, you know, what current Spencer, what current Spencer was charged for?
No, he's talking Royal Reid.
He's talking Royal Reid. Was he charged? Is that yes or no?
Who was charged?
Was Colonel Spencer charged?
Yes, and he went through the Hold on, and don't get it wrong. Colonel Spencer was charged. He went to the court system and he was acquitted of his charge. Right?
True.
Royal Reid was charged and he's still going through the court system for it.
Right.
So Royal Reid's case.
So is he guilty? Is he guilty?
Hold on. Nobody never say Royal Reid guilty. People say him to go to court and make the
but you guys are calling it corruption.
As Mario stated, Cosmo. As Mario stated.
Hold on. It is corruption. If he is in charge of the Ministry of Education.
So why Colonel Spencer was not corruption?
Who said it wasn't corruption?
Colonel Spencer does not have a case. Colonel Spencer's case was acquitted.
Whoever said that what Colonel Spencer did was not corruption. Who said that?
That's what Cosmo is saying.
I did not say that. I said Colonel Spencer went through this.
Went to a court.
Hold on there, Dino. I want you to listen. Colonel Spencer was accused of corruption. He was charged. He went through the court system. Hold on, brother. Hold on. That's why I don't learn and don't listen.
No, but a foolishness not talk because if we are with some politicians to get locked up, we say them corrupt.
Hold on.
No argument of corruption shouldn't be a talk about Andrew Holness or anybody in the jail.
Why? Andrew Holness, the Integrity Commission say that
hold on, brother. Hold on.
$490 million in his account, and they're asking him where you get the money from. He cannot give them account.
Corruption if
That's
doesn't make you
corruption.
corrupt. No, if a police find you now with money and you and decides I'm going to question you about the amount of money in your possession, does that make you corrupt? Because he's asking questions?
Because you cannot. As long as you cannot.
That's a joke.
As long as you cannot account for it. So why? Hold on.
Mario, me hear you say something, Cosmo. Me hear you say something. I mean, I'm gonna make you pass and say this. You said the IC is flagging Andrew Holness for $400 and something million.
That's what me don't ask him.
Yes.
That's a bullshit argument.
And they ask him where.
You're
a bullshitter.
You need to stop lying.
Hold on. How much money the ICC says?
$1.9 million.
Less than 1% of the man. Of the man. Less than one. No longer read Cosmo and stop lying by yourself. And stop look stupid.
Corruption because they want it to be corruption, brother. That's with PNP, you know. Right?
Stop it! Not because you don't do it, man.
Not because you don't know the answer to a question means that there is corruption. Right?
Exactly.
Because they want it to be corruption. It cannot be. It has to be corruption because it is corruption. No,
Mario,
I see the court found corrupt.
Mario,
Right?
come back to my question.
I want to ask Cosmo one simple question again. Cosmo, have you read the report in its entirety?
Him not read nothing. Him want
Make the man answer, brother. You can't answer for the man.
Him not read shit.
Let him answer.
Left the man alone, brother.
Let
the
him
man
answer. Let him
I make him
answer.
answer.
Let me ask you a question.
Cosmo, have you read the
I read
report?
enough of the. I read enough.
No, not enough. No, not enough. Have you read the report in its entirety? That's the question I asked. Is either yes
So
or
you
no?
read the whole. You read the whole. You read the whole.
I asked you a question, not to
I
ask me
said
back
I
a
read
question.
enough.
Either yes or no. You read
I
all of the
read-
report?
I read enough that I can formulate and
You cannot formulate. That's the problem that you have. You have a big problem, sir. You see a book out there, so you see the headline of the book say, I am.
read the top page and then that's it, and he say, yes, I hit that.
We read the night is, you know, say, only not read the night, because if you not read the night, you hear where it said that there is $400 and something billion.
You're a big man. You're a big man. Stop talking like that.
Brother, you can't tell me to stop talking nothing, brother.
Because what you're making a fool of yourself.
What?
Sir, you need to stop.
You're making a fool of yourself, bro.
Stop lying.
Yes,
Where?
Yes, you're making a fool of yourself.
You hear where Cosmos said a while ago? He read the report, a section of the report. And,
Which one of the competent?
Hold on. Let me ask you, Blair, this simple question. Mr. Blair, good morning. Have you read the IC report in its entirety? It's a yes or a no question, sir.
The IC report of 177 pages.
Yeah. Have you read it? Have you read it in its entirety?
You read
sir.
you read the whole 177.
Big man, me asking Mr. Blair a question, not you,
Who read
sir.
the whole?
I don't read.
I'm asking you the same question. You read the whole.
Cosmo,
Cosmo, the man saying don't read it.
which one of the?
No.
Let me ask the panel
No.
a question then. Which one of the
No,
competent
don't
authority?
answer for me. Let me
arrive at
answer
the-
for
Oh,
you.
you don't read none of it. We don't read it, but you have to tell me what it
Calm
is.
down, guys. Mr. Blair is answering. Mr. Blair, answer your question, sir. Have you read the report in
No
its
one
entirety?
ask something after Mr.
I
Blair.
don't reach the one on. I don't read the 175.
So that's a no.
Exactly.
All right, let me ask a
Exactly.
question.
Nobody knows like
Thank you for
that.
being
Let me
honest.
ask a
That is
question to
simple.
the panel now. Which one of the competent authority arrive at the conclusion that Andrew is corrupt? Which one of them?
None of them.
Let me answer that question. Let me answer that question. The
Your
report.
opinion now, because you're the
Hold on.
competent authority. May I ask about the competent authority?
Make the man talk.
No. Let me answer the question.
Right.
You asked,
Right. Go ahead,
because
Mr.
none of the
Yuri.
competent authority is not on the panel. So you can go after the question to the competent
Madly
authority.
say talk, Mr. Blair.
But they submit their report
No,
to
me-
the parliament. So you can't say that,
Me-
Mr.
You are
Blair.
not a competent
No,
authority,
let me answer. Let me answer.
Go ahead.
And please
Which
give
one of
me.
the
Please give me enough time to answer.
I'm going to give you the chance.
Yeah, right. The report from Mr. Stevenson to the commissioners is asking.
We're not talking
But
about
the
the mark.
report-
We're not talking
Make
about
the
the
man
mark.
talk. Make the man
Wait, no,
talk.
man. Let the man say what he must say. Let the man talk, man.
What the director of investigation is asking for is for the report to be referred to the FID for further investigation. The question I want to ask Mariano is, what does the FID do?
No, man. You're not answering the question, brother. After
The man say,
hold on, Mario. Don't come in yet. Which one of the competent authority arrive at the conclusion that Andrew is corrupt?
The investigation is not concluded.
So why Uno say him corrupt? Uno arrive at the findings before the investigation is completed. Tell me that.
When you say Uno, who you speak of?
All comrades like
not say that, bro. Not say that. There's a lot of people
where I say
out
Andrew is
there
corrupt.
that are saying Andrew is corrupt. Like the PNP.
No, hold on, Mario. I can categorically tell you that Andrew is corrupt.
Okay.
And then the question you should ask me is, I know
No.
that he's a corrupt.
Good. That's what I
explain
was
to you.
going to ask you. So explain
I
to
will-
me
no,
how
you
is
as a
Andrew
leader,
corrupt.
It's not a competent authority.
No, but
No. It have nothing to do with competent authority.
Yes.
Bro,
What's your point? Let you hear.
This
But go ahead,
have
go
to
ahead.
do. Hold on. This have to do
This-
with objectivity.
Yeah.
All right. Let me explain to you why I say the Prime Minister is corrupt.
Why you say or you know? You use the word no.
Make the
Not
man
say,
talk.
but no. You have to tell me
I
why
know-
you know.
Make the man talk, brother. Make the man
can
talk.
categorically say that he's corrupt.
Okay. Explain to me.
All right. The Integrity Commission flagged
Brother, you
Marissa,
can't go to the
Brother, make
integrity
the man
commission
talk,
but tell me
brother.
what way you personally
Exactly.
know.
Let the man
It's a
talk,
bullshit
brother.
argument.
Exactly.
Full argument
Let him
that.
explain him
Commission
foolishness. Hold on, just allow him
is
to
a
Me
explain
now
foolishness.
competent
say you
body.
listen
Look,
foolishness,
and
brother.
you
Allow
say
him
you
to
are not
explain
using a
what foolishness.
competent
Look
body,
here.
Mr.
yeah,
Uber.
you ask
So
me a
Me
therefore,
want
you
to
question.
can't
clear
Let me
mention,
who
you
you say
can't
you know
mention
say
the
the man
integrity
corrupt.
commission.
Then let me speak first.
Hold
Me
on.
no want
Let
you
me
tell me
know.
about the
Hold on,
integrity
hold on.
commission. Nothing,
And
brother.
as a
I'm not
matter
done
of
yet.
fact,
Friend,
as a
so
matter
friend,
of
may I
fact, you
ask you a
see,
question? So what make una competent body if you say he's not corrupt?
We
What
never
make
tell you that neither, but we cannot say an individual is
so
corrupt.
hold on. So you Blair, Mr. Blair say the man is corrupt and he's explaining something. So why you
No.
but
should
He
do?
say he knows
And
that.
listen,
remember
Listen,
the
Cosmo.
argument
He
No,
that
said
no,
he
no.
knows
Hold
that
on,
he's
man.
a
corrupt.
No,
Not
competent
from a
what
body
is
report.
cannot
listen now,
find the
listen.
man
That
to
is
be
not a
man
corrupt.
say,
report. Him
Listen.
say
Hold
know
on,
that.
hold on. A
Hold on,
competent
listen now.
body of
Listen.
people which certify the Prime Minister's statutory
no, the Prime
declaration
Minister is
has
not
not
you, the the
finalized
Prime Minister
that the man
statutory
is corrupt.
Andrew
So
Ole's
how
statutory
is it now
declaration
that
has
you,
not been
Blair, is
certified.
going to
Stop lying.
use the same competent body of
Is
people to
cert
state
But
his
Andrew
argument?
Hollis
no, you did
Andrew
not give me
Hollis
a chance to speak. So
statutory
but oh, you gonna
declaration
know, you
has
not give me a
not been
chance to speak.
certified for the past 3 years.
Mr.
Stop
Hugh Blair, you
Lie what
cannot
now,
Let me
use the
Cosmo?
speak.
So
IC
why
Let
was
me
it
report
not
me
lie.
to
able to argument,
determine
brother?
corruption. You
But
say
you
you
know,
know. So me want to hear what you know, not IC report.
How
Because
the
that
man
don't tell you
know?
nothing.
okay. Well,
Tell me,
How
you
the
say you
man
listen.
know?
know.
Listen,
No,
make the man
listen
tell
now.
you. How he
Conversation
know?
gone to a
Listen.
different level.
Listen.
Because you cannot justify it.
Marissa Dalrymple,
Yes.
former Speaker of the House,
Yes.
was charged and brought before the court.
Mm-hmm.
She subsequently resigned as Speaker of the House and Member of Parliament.
No.
Mm-hmm.
She went to the court and asked the court
Mm-hmm.
to throw out the charges.
Why you
What?
stating it that
No,
way? Why are you
let
stating
me
it that
finish.
way?
Let me
She did
finish.
not went to the court and asked to throw out the case.
She
Put it
couldn't
in
Let
the
me
decide.
right
finish.
technical terms.
Let me finish.
Don't put
I
it
am
that
no
way, though, Mr.
liar.
Where
Blair.
is that
Put
information,
me.
Mr. Hugh Blair?
It
No,
is
let
there.
me
Let
finish.
make him say that.
Let me finish. Let me finish. She applied to the court to throw out the case. When she went to the court said to her, say, she has a case to answer in court.
True.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
The substantive answer which I want to give you now
Mm-hmm.
is that the Prime Minister of Jamaica,
Mm-hmm.
who is a legislator
Mm-hmm.
and who is head of the executive,
Right.
went back, spent $30 million of taxpayer money to bring back Marissa Dalrymple to the legislator to sit in the House of Parliament as a lawmaker.
He did
And
not bring
also,
her back. Stop right there. He did not bring back her.
who
The
bring her back?
citizens of
The
Who bring
people of the
Trelawney
her back?
constituency.
tell
Hold on,
them say
hold
them
on,
want
hold on,
her,
hold
not
on.
him, not the
Exactly.
Prime Minister. Don't do
Exactly.
Hold
that.
on.
Mr. Hugh
Don't
Blair,
try fool
That's
and
Mr. Hugh
cheat
rubbish.
Blair,
nobody around here.
what Mr.
That's
Blair
No
is
rubbish.
doing
Prime
right
Minister
now
did that.
is
Hold on.
No Prime Minister not do
downright
that.
Now, Prime Minister
propaganda.
put her
Cut
up for
out the
candidacy.
foolishness. Talk straight.
Hold on. Now, the Prime Minister
Lie,
put her
Mr.
up
Hugh
for
Blair, I
candidacy.
tell.
No, no.
Who put her up
The
for
Let
candidacy?
me
citizens,
ask you a question
the
The
now.
citizen
citizens
did
of
not.
St. Trelawney determined that, not the Prime Minister.
The citizen
Stop the
don't determine.
foolishness.
Prime Minister determined.
Mario,
Delegates
Mario,
determined,
Mario,
not the
Mario,
Prime Minister.
Mario, you
Foolishness.
reason like Mario, the president of
Mario,
the president of the
Mario.
People's National Party, Olanedino, and the president of the Jamaica Labour Party. They are the one that choose the candidate to represent each constituency.
No, sir. That is not how it goes. No,
That's
no,
not
so it
No,
true.
go.
sir, it's who?
No, so it go.
No, that's not
Don't
true.
do that.
So hold on. So hold on.
Could you,
Why
Hold on.
would the people?
no,
Why would
no, could
people?
you allow me to finish?
Hold on.
Could you allow me to
Hold on.
finish?
Hold on there.
Hold on.
Cosmo, make it clear us. Cosmo, make it clear it up. Cosmo, do you remember that we always, throughout the two parties of Jamaica, having people telling the leadership of the party that they don't want either this person or that person? The delegates of the area of that party. Have you ever heard about that?
Who's it that
Yes.
they want?
Mario,
But who always?
Mario, Let me finish first. Let me finish first.
Mr. Cosmo say want to finish that first, and we come back to you.
Mario,
Okay, go ahead, Mr. Blair. Go ahead.
let me finish.
We're going to speak.
Yes,
We're
sir.
going to allow you to speak, Mr. Blair. We're going to allow you to speak. But
Okay,
just
well, please do.
do not
Please do.
mislead people and tell lies. Please.
Right.
Please do. Please do.
Here now.
Yeah. The conclusion of the argument
If
is
we are going to say, hold on,
No.
if we are going to say the people of South Trelawney decided they want back Mr.
Let the man
Dalrymple.
finish, Nadina, because we're not going to go anywhere. Let the man finish. You want to finish, Dina. Let him finish.
Allow me finish it over there. We can go on.
yes. So here we have now, under the leadership of the Prime Minister, who is the head of the executive and a member of the legislature, a member of Parliament who is in the House as a lawmaker and also as a lawbreaker.
So how is he a lawbreaker? How you get lawbreaker and lawmaker? I don't understand that sentence.
No, because she's before the court for breaking the law.
So is she, let me ask you something. Is she the first person in Parliament that has a case in the court?
No, she's not the first who has a case.
So
But she's
why is it? Why is it that?
Hold on, man, hold on. She is the first who has been brought back to the legislator.
You Blair, leave the
While
corruption
being
argument
charged.
because you cannot be a supporter of the PNP, right? And you have pretend as if you have problem with corruption. So leave the corruption argument because here you are, right, making an issue out of a Dalrymple case, but at the same time supporting a party who is offering a two-time drug convict in Portland to go up against Anne-Marie, right? Vaz. So leave PNP
So, hold on,
about corruption.
hold on.
We don't have to talk nothing about
Hold on,
corruption.
hold on.
Talk about corruption because
So-
right now
so-
the biggest corruption case right now in the country, right, is with the PNP led.
No, the gentleman,
Look here, we
the
need to stop
gentleman, hold on.
entertain
The gentleman in
PNP.
Portland
Hold on.
have a case before the court.
We need to stop.
The gentleman in Portland have a case before the
Hold on.
court.
Is Isaac Buchanan have a case in court?
If
He was convicted and sent to jail.
When them come with
Mr.
corruption
If he has a
argument,
case in court.
PNP
No, but he was convicted, sir. You
only interested in corruption, right? When it comes
Brother.
to speculations of
Brother.
corruption, right?
So you-
Not when it comes to
you
real
know-
corruption, because the
you know-
real
hold-
cases
hold
of
on the
corruption,
foresight,
which are not
foresight.
speculations, right?
Foresight, let me ask Mr. Blair this question. Mr. Blair, did you know that Isaac Buchanan case cannot be expunged?
Look, Isaac,
It's criminal in the sight of the law.
He has
What?
done his term
Cannot be
already.
expunged.
hold on. Let me ask you a question.
The system has duly punished the gentleman already. He has paid for his crime.
for his corruption.
Well, call it what you want, because corruption,
Okay.
you only
What
corruption
about,
in
let me
one
ask
color.
something else, Mario. Let me ask you something else,
Next thing,
Mr. You Blair.
Next
There's a
thing, Mr.
gentleman
Blair.
named Vaz down in Westmoreland.
Wait,
Didn't he
no,
pay?
before you go there. No, before you go there, Mario. Ian Ailes
Yes.
has a case in court.
That's why I said, well, stop. Look here, PNP, look here, that's why I
Is
said,
he is in office?
PNP, look
Oh,
here,
you mean
PNP
he's running
supporters.
for
Oh, no,
office?
no,
What are you talking
no.
about?
Hold on. PNP supporters, leave the corruption argument alone. I advise you. Leave
But
the
if you tell
corruption
them to leave
argument
that, they
alone.
don't have nothing to talk about foresight. What
But
am I
look
going to
here.
talk about?
They have no corruption case against the JLP. All they
Who
talking
don't have
about,
no corruption case
hold on.
against the JLP?
You have no corruption case.
The
Speculations
Prime
and
Minister-
questions
Hold on,
being
you
asked.
have
If
Tim
he
Brown
has it, let
Lawrence.
him put it out.
Hold on. You
Hold
have
on,
Tim Brown
hold on.
Lawrence.
Question.
The
You
Question.
have
Prime
Tim Brown
Minister,
Lawrence. I
Hold on,
think
Prime-
the councillors. Hold on.
Hold on, no, side. Make him come again. Make him come. Make him try one more time. Foresight.
Speculations of corruption.
Hold on.
Speculation here. She's charged.
No, slide. Make the man
Corruption
come
of
with it.
corruption.
He's
not
charged.
Cosmo.
He's charged.
So through your charge, the judge convict you yet,
Right?
Mr.
It's no longer
Pastor?
speculation. From your charge, it's not
Okay,
speculation.
you're before the court of
And who will
a
charge?
of a traffic ticket.
Mario, hold on a little bit. I want
Well, I mean, no, no.
Mr. Blair this question. Cosmo and Mr. Blair, how can you explain the $1 billion that this is the real thing we're talking about, not something we're going to get up
Exactly.
and make up? This $1 billion from the St. Catherine Municipal.
And I'm going to
How
ask you
can
a
you
question. And before I answer you,
no,
I'm going to ask you
no,
this
that is
question.
exact. That is exactly
Cosmo, the
where I
man
want.
say my ask Mr. Blair.
Hold on, you can't-
Cosmo, the man say my ask Mr. Blair.
never
You
ask.
get your chance.
I want the both of
Cosmo,
them.
make him ask Mr. Blair, no man.
He's asking
No.
you.
He might ask Mr. Blair.
No,
Mr. Blair,
before
him
he's
ask.
asking
Mario,
both of us.
No,
I'm
no, ask you.
answering.
Make him
both of them
ask Mr. Blair, brother.
He's asking
Mario,
both of us, brother. He
Mario,
not
let the
asking both
both of
of
them
us.
answer.
Mario,
Both of
easy
them
now.
ask.
Make Mr. Blair answer you and then him
No,
can
I'm
answer.
going to answer first. Well, Mr. Blair, I'm going to answer first. All right. You're talking about that the MOCA is doing an investigation of $1 billion that they say missing through the
Not
parish.
only that, not only that, but
Hold
the
on,
$1 billion.
brother.
Mario, make the man talk now, Mario, man. Make the man answer him thing.
The man is right. So MOCA is investigating it, right? They have not run into any of the PNP councillor from the parish council office house to extract information. They have not questioned anyone from the People's National Party that are councillors in the Spanish Town Municipal and questions of the $1 billion. That they went to staff. They went to staff house. People that work for the parish council. They went and they are questioning people that work in the parish council. So they have not questioned the mayor. They have not went to the mayor house and then have not went to any one of the PNP councillors' house to extract information or question them. So the investigation is not surrounding the People National Party.
So let me ask, Mario, me can ask him something before Mr. Blair answer.
Hold on, no more here, Mr. Blair answer.
Investigation is surrounded about people, staff that work at the St. Catherine Municipal. Get that straight.
Mr. Mario, I have
You go allow me to answer.
one land.
No, allow me to answer first.
Please, let Mr. Blair answer his section.
One land, man, for the while now. Mr. You, after you answer, I want to say something. Just the 2 minutes. And then you can
Mario can answer something, because Mario did present
Yes.
it. So
So you
Okay, all right. Okay, let me answer first. Let me answer first. The word corruption does not spell with either orange or green letters.
Thank you, sir.
So wherever the truth lies,
Exactly.
corruption must be rooted out, whether it's orange or green.
Very
I have
good.
no problem. I have no problem with the authority doing their job.
So therefore, you
What I
agree
have-
with the over
what-
35, the
No,
over
strength,
35
hold on,
corruption
strength.
scandal.
Make him finish.
Strength.
That is stretch. Make him answer.
that strength, please. Make him answer.
Make him
strength,
answer.
please.
Strength. Allow me to answer. I have no problem with the MOCA investigating whosoever they want to investigate, and whosoever is culpable should be punished by the long arm of the law. So I am not going to say I am going to protect anybody in the PNP if they are charged for corruption. And I would expect you guys not to pretend to hug up anybody on your side who is being investigated for corruption.
But you are
Because
supporting
the
a party
prime
that is
minister,
known
but
to be more
the prime
corrupt.
minister, hold
supporting
on,
the more
man,
corrupt
hold on. The prime minister at this time is being investigated for illicit enrichment.
But him
I
not
haven't
charge.
heard
But him not charge.
Hold on, no.
Investigate and not charge.
All
For
of that
3 years,
fight,
now. For 3 years, and them not find
Nobody
nothing.
has been
Nobody
has been
And then
charged with the
table
1 billion
a report
concern
to
either.
Parliament and still want to continue the investigation at that party.
yes, it has been taken to
No.
Parliament.
Foresight,
Bro.
hold on, Foresight. Make it
I'm gonna have a question to them PNP.
Well,
Yeah,
we have
question
let me,
for the
you
$1
have
billion
let me
that I
finish
got of the
first.
Prime Minister. Which is,
No,
me
let
no
me
know
finish.
reach of the Prime Minister we are
Oh,
talking
you got
about.
the Prime Minister.
No, let me
Let me
finish.
not know.
first.
With no
Make him
investigation of the
finish.
Prime
Make
Minister
him
currently.
finish.
It has been paused. Right now, it's the investigation that is under investigation. The investigation
Hello?
is under review. That is what is happening now. That investigation that you speak about is now under
Foresight, me
review.
no know where reach the Prime Minister, but make him
So you
we are
have
talking
That
about
me I
let
say.
me answer
that
you,
Prime Minister.
right? And you have
No,
1 billion fraud case in front of you. You gone back to Prime Minister.
let me finish first.
The hearing of that will be in October, brother, after election.
Who has been charged for the $1 billion fraud?
Nobody.
Who has been charged
Okay.
for anything to do with the Prime
Who has
Minister?
been,
Who has been
who has
charged?
been charged?
Hold on, no.
The
Who has
Prime
been
Minister
charged?
charge, Mr. Blair.
Has the Prime Minister been charged?
Hello.
The
Can I
Prime
have my
Minister
2 minutes,
case
please?
has been referred to the Financial
We're not
Investigative
about
Division,
referral.
Is referred
which,
charge,
hold
Mr.
on,
Blair?
no,
Charge.
hold
Has the
on,
Prime Minister
hold
been charged?
on,
You can't use
hold
charge
on.
and then, hold on, no? You use charge
No,
in a one and then you're going to refer to the next one. Stick to
no,
charge.
no,
You
no,
use
you
charge for
asked me,
measure
you
one,
asked me.
use charge for measure the next one. What we have said, has the Prime Minister been charged? You can't use charge for one and then go to refer for the next one. Has the Prime Minister been charged?
Anybody been charged?
No,
Has anybody been charged for the 1 million I sent catching
If I
municipal?
charge, I charge. If I refer, I refer. Has the
Hello.
Prime Minister been charged?
has anybody
Hello.
been charged for the 1 billion?
Mr. You.
Look here, that's
Yes,
why I have no patience with the people.
Mr.
You have to have
You're
patient
not
foresight.
you're
You
not
have to have
being
patient.
patient with me.
You bring up
Relax foresight.
a project place I sent catching. You bring it
Can
up.
I ask my 2 questions, please?
PNP, but I said
Look here, Cadet need for talk. Cadet same did not talk for you.
Can I ask my 2
Go
questions,
ahead,
please?
Cadet, make we hear
I
you.
would love if Mr. Cosmo could answer me. You see, any work which is being done, any transaction, anything which is being done in a municipal corporation, 2 signatures have to go upon it, else nothing else can get done. The CEO and the MAYOR, mayor. So please,
Mayor.
yes, that mayor.
What you're saying is bullshit, Cadet.
Mayor signature don't go upon
Only
it.
the checks are going to sign by with the CEO or the assistant CEO, the mayor or the deputy. That check
Hold
not
on,
going
Cadet, that's a bullshit. No, me
No, but
sign
why,
that check.
why what Cadet
Cadet,
says
that's a
bullshit? Why what he says
Cadet,
is
Is
bullshit?
anything that is
Cadet,
done in municipal assistant?
Mr. Blair, Mr. Blair, you can't tell me anything, sir. My counselor is the mayor of Trelawney. You can't tell me anything. My counselor is the mayor.
You're mixing up sign.
I'm gonna ask you this question, Cadet.
You're mixing up sign.
Hold on, Ledina. May I ask you this question?
Look here.
May I ask you this question, Cadet? No, hold on. May I ask you this question back, Cadet? Did Norman Scott is the mayor of Spanish Town, right? And you have PNP councillors in Spanish Town and you have JLP councillors make up the municipal of Spanish Town. And I'm going to ask
Good.
you this one question. I want you to name which PNP councillor that the Mocha investigation went to their house.
Before you answer, Cosmo. The thing is, the CEO of the Spanish.
Man, I don't ask for question yet, brother.
Make him man finish now, man. You can't make him man asking question, brother.
Hold
Let him
on,
finish.
brother, may I talk?
But can't
Yeah,
remember
man.
investigation is still ongoing. But go ahead. Finish your question.
Eh?
Remember
You
say the
can't
investigation.
name me which councillor of the Spanish of the People's National Party of the St. Catherine Municipal Council that the Mocha investigation surround. And I want you to answer this one question. Did the Mocha say that they are investigating the mayor of Spanish Town?
Maybe not yet.
right,
Still early days. Still early days.
That is 2 questions. Which of the councillors, which of the PNP councillors did Mocha say that they're investigating? None. Which
Still
of the
early days, bro. Still early days.
Wait no foresight, man.
Don't answer it. Which of the councillors are is the investigation surrounding? The mayor. The mayor. Nobody not tell me that one. The mayor, because anything leaving the council.
So you
Or
so Mocha went to the mayor house? Mayor.
You know, it is early days yet out. Anything surrounding the council, Mr. Norman Scott's signature has to be on it, else it cannot get done in the
Let me
council.
ask you a question.
Let me ask a question.
Hold on, man. Let me ask you a question. 'Cause as a young man, before me go to university, I working at the municipal council. Which mayor you know, besides signing checks, why is it when the auditors audit these municipalities have staff who go to prison for fraud?
Scapegoat that.
Can't scapegoat. You have to know how the system run. Let me tell you how the system run. The mayor is a political head of the municipal. His or his assistant mayor names, then the chief CEO said people name the bank who must be signatures, must be on the checks. The mayor no sign work voucher. A work overseer sign work voucher. It moved from the works department to the accounts department. They have an internal audit there who go through it, see if it is ratified, then it stamp it to that purple stamp and sign, and go back over to accounts for payment.
Dino, let me ask you. Oh,
When it comes to emails, he go to the CEO office first. Because them are the accounting assistant, not the mayor. You go to the CEO of the voucher with all the pay slips and everything. We say, all right, this man is the reconstruct the drain out there, so.
That's to say what, though?
The double CEO, the double O.
Make him
Sign
finish.
off on it.
Foresight.
The CEO will sign the voucher and sign the check and send it to the mayor or the deputy mayor for signature.
All right.
So
So
the talking this bullshit, when it comes to like Christmas work, the councillors will get certain amount of fund and then submit a list to the double O office. These are the people who must get the work. But one them clean that drain this, I want them to clean that drain this, I want them to do that this, I want them to get the contract and they should remake that drain this.
Dino, I will want to ask you a question on that.
So there's no corruption.
Foresight, you want to go?
Yeah,
The corruption, well, no, I don't tell you the corruption can't take place, you know. I didn't say that. For the councillor or the mayor to be corrupted there.
Here to say, if you are going to judge, if you are going to find so much excuse, right, and so much reason to say you can't cry foul on the PNP, why you don't use the same reasons to say there is no foul on the JLP side? I mean, I understand what the politics thing go. Right?
No, nobody's pointing finger at the cases at the by that JLP or PNP. We can't say that at this early stage.
No, but me hear people talk about Andrew corrupt and all of this. But when they come on to judging corruption and the next
Andrew thief though. Yeah, people who saying thief though.
the reasons
Mark
change,
Golding said.
right? The reasons change, right? Mark Golding for go prison. You understand? Or them to slap him with a
Let me ask.
charge.
Hold on the Foresight. Let me ask him something. Before we move on, Mr. Blair, let me ask him something. Do Mr. Blair, Mr. Blair, let me ask Dino something. Dino, could you explain the process of the finance committee in a municipality and how it works?
All right, the statement when the finance meeting is being taking place.
Who would be part of that
The
committee?
chief accountant, the grade one accountant, the senior auditor, internal auditor. It depends on who the mayor put on the political side, who the mayor choose to chair the financial committee. It can be the mayor who chair it, it can be the deputy mayor, it can be anybody who the mayor choose to chair that committee.
So do you know who is that person on the financial committee, Donga St. Catherine?
I don't know. I am not a part of the St.
You, Blair, you know who?
Well, Ale, is it a finance committee or a finance oversight committee?
No, man, finance committee.
Context, you know.
The municipal care of finance, they have a billing committee, they have finance
Exactly.
committee, different committees there.
HR committee. So you, Blair, as much as have you ever been a signing officer yet?
No, only for my own self.
All right. So you, Blair, I'm saying this. You know why I'm saying this? What Cadet is saying is that being a signing officer does not take you out of anything, any malfeasance, because you're signing. You are just as responsible.
I have been signing officers already, you know. I mean, can't tell.
So you are signing on things. So I am saying to you that not because you are a the signing officer responsibility is more than anybody else. He must make sure at all times when he's signing off.
Mario, the mayor signed based on the CEO. The CEO is an administrator.
That's what I ask you if you ever signing officer. Don't tell me that. Don't tell me that, Dino.
Mario, hold on to your point. As it relates to the St. Catherine Municipal Corporation, the CEO did not sign on none of those transactions. That is what coming out of this investigation.
Who signed the check?
That's the question I'm asking you, sir.
You
That's what
can't
the
ask me to work there. I mean,
You
that's
can't
about.
ask you where they
you said
work
before
there.
we talk
You
on
have
issue, we're
two
gonna need to
persons
know
that
what go
sign
on.
on the check.
When just a
Sir,
come out
you
of
have
the
two
You
persons.
you
Sir,
got you no. You guys
you
seem
have
to
two
know a
people
lot
that
coming
sign
out
on
of
the
St.
check, sir.
Catherine. You guys know
I
much
read the
more
man, I
than what's
read
coming out
paper,
of
you
St.
Blair. The man,
Catherine.
I read the information that is out in the public. That's what he's
No.
doing.
Hold on, hold on. Let me go back
defend,
and
we
check
don't know.
the
Sir,
system.
We don't know what to
Hold on.
defend
I
then.
can't talk
you
about the
have
system set up.
Hold on,
The check,
Dino.
hold on,
You
the
go back.
check
You
can't
go
be
back. You
signed
go
by
back and
this.
check that, Dino.
Hold
You go
on, no
back and
man.
check
The
that
check,
and come back.
can't be signed by the CEO and the assistant CEO, you know. One or the other. It can't be signed by the mayor and the deputy mayor. One or the other. So you
But
have to
Bro,
carry
apparently Dino don't know
As a
what
signing officer,
Uh-huh.
as a signing officer, when a check come to you, you normally ask questions. What is this for? Da, 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 da. And if you see this check coming more than one time, or what the volume is, or the amount is, normally as a signing officer, to protect yourself, you always verify with the department or the CEO why this is so.
All right,
Right or
Mario.
wrong?
Let me tell you something, Mario. I was sitting in that similar position as as a signing officer. A set of vouchers came to me, signed by the manager already, you know. The check signed.
Yes.
But when I
Yes.
read it, I realized, I don't know of this. So I sent it back to the
Yes.
manager. This I can't put my
Exactly.
signature in these checks.
exactly.
Exactly,
And
sir.
they did was to bypass me and go to the assistant CEO. And the American
Okay.
also sign it. And the auditors
But,
came
but, but,
in.
but,
When I was going to a
but
meeting, I was free.
Dino,
I didn't sign the checks.
but Dino, that is why my
Uh-huh.
question is because the mayor would have sent his person that he trusts to go to the financial meetings. Now, not to say that they can't be hanky-panky, but the mayor, me not think the mayor go send a labor right councillor go a financial meeting that he is the mayor of. Nor would a
I doubt
PNP
that.
councillor allow a labor right
Me
councillor.
doubt that one out.
What that?
Dino,
I
what
said I
is
doubt that one
St.
very
Catherine
much.
municipality
Right,
is a clear
right.
case
So
of
that are the
corruption.
politics.
It's a
So I am saying to you that yes, we don't know which councillor, but that it would be very informative to know which councillor sit on the financial committee of the municipality and who are the signing officers. And
One
then
of the
now,
things I have with it, hold on, Mario, one of the things, a big problem I have with these things,
yes,
we select people from all walks of life to become councillors and members of parliament. You
yes.
put them on committee, sit in a meeting where the finances are being discussed and don't have one simple clue of what is being discussed.
So are you saying that we're not training the people? We're not giving them some small training to inform them of what to look for or how to look for? That's what you're saying?
How much councillors get
Yeah.
training in that year?
Can I ask a
But guess
question?
what
Can I
now?
ask a
But guess
question and
what
then go?
now? Guess
Can
what
I,
now? This is the big question.
Mario?
Before you ask your question, whatever your name, sir. This is the thing now. Where it come on, where you hit a point and you said something that I agree with. And the Jamaica Labour Party also agree with it. Say a councillor should be trained and make sense when can't say hey and no say hey instead of B. And the PNP opposed to it. That was what in the last local government election, and I can prove that to you guys. Because
I
the
don't know
government
about
don't
that.
need to have nothing
I
to
don't know about
serve
that.
the people.
You're not gonna know about that, Dino, because you support the PNP. So
No,
anything
listen.
you never know.
Everything for you is political.
And
Let's talk something.
that's a
You
bullshit.
know, you talk about politics.
Yeah,
Foresight.
but
That's
let
a
Because
let the new
bullshit.
caller, let the new caller
Foresight,
call.
that's a bullshit.
You're on all the while, man. Let the new caller call.
Bullshit that.
So which part
The new
we
caller
no,
call.
but hold on. So which part we can find that information where you just give out a while ago? Where we can find that
It's bullshit.
information where you just give out a while ago?
Advocate say one talk. We and the man make we hear what
Let
advocate say.
advocate talk. Good. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Listen, I sit down on the platform from morning and it's just I go back and forth. And it's like there's no real solution to one. None of this up there. I have to listen carefully. You see, if Dino the talk as Mario asks a question, Mario is trying to answer the question the same time when him asks the question, right? You can't ask and answer your own question because you won't get no clarification, right? And when you're trying to discuss matters that are going on in Jamaica, you cannot think of it on the spectrum of a party. Think about the Jamaican persons there. You understand me? So now when you say there is no corruption, yes, there is corruption in Jamaica. There is corruption in the PNP and there is corruption in the JLP. Right? Right now, everybody is taking it and running on the Jamaica Labour Party about the $1 million, the St. Catherine Mocha raid. Allow, Mr. Blair, mute your mic, Mr. Blair. Allow the investigative bodies to do their work. Right? Now, that matter is under investigation. So you can leave that matter until they submit, them finish, and then file them charges and whatever.
Advocate,
No.
that's not politics. That's not, we there
See
so
the
of
same
politics
thing,
we are
Mario.
talking. No, that
Mario.
don't make no sense.
Mario,
Which,
no, no.
which case?
Mario, hold on. Let him finish, Mario, please. Because he's saying something and I do agree with it. But the PNP do not agree with that. But let him talk. Let advocate that if that's what I don't know. I'm driving. So let him talk because I want to say something after I'm finished. But go ahead, sir. Continue what you were saying.
Yeah, I'm saying the matter is still being investigated. And according to the report that was submitted to the Observer and the Glean and the news outlet, is that nobody has been charged. So yes, everybody is gonna speculate, oh, this person is that and that person is that. No, you can't run with it until you get your conclusive facts to say, all right, this PNP councillor was charged, that JLP councillor was charged, and the mayor was charged, or whatever. For now, everybody is speculating and speculation can cause all. Foresight, be quiet. Foresight. Dino, let me finish and come off. Dino,
Make him finish, Dino.
Right? So when you think about it, everybody they speculate and put themselves in a problem. Because whatever I said on social media, it is a footprint for problem. So when you're talk all this bag of crap, we must start with facts and leave speculation alone.
Sir.
When it comes on to the integrity report, yes, there are flaws in the integrity report, and they are, if you look at it, under the one that is being pressed by the People's National Party, Andrew Holness's statutory deduction, it was referred to the Department of Corruption Prosecution. So that means he is being investigated under that division just the same.
He was referred to whom?
The Department of Corruption Prosecution. Go and read it.
And they ruled on that in the report. Did you know that?
Listen, what was the ruling?
The ruling was there is no charge, nothing. No charge.
Advocate, let me back. Let me back.
That was the four account. That was on four account.
Let me back you.
Listen.
No. Let me back up, advocate.
There was a ruling on that. That's finalized.
The ruling was only 24 accounts.
Listen.
Only 24 accounts.
Let me ask.
And it was tabled into Parliament, at which time the investigation would have been completed.
Exactly.
No.
No.
Hey, Mr. Forsyth.
No, come out with the flick self. Can you come support the PNP on that side? Don't come out with the flick self.
Lord Jesus,
That's why I'm not.
there is something that is called journalism, right?
One
And
at a time.
if we notice, gentlemen, that
You can't say
the
one thing
journalist
about
was there
PNP
at
and
the journalist.
when it comes to Andrew now, you want to like
Foresight, hold on a man, because the whole of we are Jamaica either see things out of the two eye or we see it on the left and we see it on the right.
Let me
The
finish.
media was there for the removal of the boxes that they want. Who told the media that they were going to be at these municipalities? Huh? Would that information be passed on by somebody? Okay, so the media was present.
So where you ask
Anything. Let me finish what I say. No?
Always present and
Brother,
Where you
let me finish what I say. Let me finish what I say.
Where you ask
If there is an information out there, if there is an information out there in the media sphere, it's for the citizens of the country to figure out and to analyze until the final conclusion is come what is happening. In the same time as the process occur, the citizens have the right to advocate based on what is happening. You're not gonna wait until things finish, then you talk about it. No.
So hold on.
If that was the situation, we would not have media in Jamaica.
Hold on the Jordan. And we must not PNPs. We must not come up here at trace like them. We must clarify things. Let me ask you.
The same.
Hold on, Dino. Let me ask a question, Mario. Hold on. I want to ask Mario. No, man. Go and ask Mario.
You have a conversation with Jordan. Me want to hear you have a conversation.
Hold on. Hold on, the advocate. Don't leave. Hold on, the advocate. May I ask you something, Mario? So nobody's name was called in this investigation that is going on, right? Nobody.
Let me hear what man is saying, man. May I listen to you?
Nobody's name was called, right? So who are you going to advocate for?
All right. So you said nobody's name was called, but there's money involved, right?
I'm asking you a question.
And I'm answering you. Listen me now. Money is involved. And when there's money involved, there's a department and there are persons that would treat with money. It's not engineering. It's not HR. It's the accounts department.
So you,
right? Bro.
So hold on. The investigation is not concluded.
We no matter about that. We have brain and we go to school.
Have you ever heard the terminology in law that you are innocent until proven guilty?
And I am happy that you said that.
Wait.
In the same breath. I'm so happy you said that, my brother. But I'm not gonna go down there yet with you.
Yes,
you're going to come back about structure. Hold on. There's a structure.
Hold on.
Brother, let me you ask me if you answer you. You ask me if you answer you.
Yeah.
So let me say something. There's a structure in every municipality. There's the head of the municipality, the councillors that sit as I would regard them as directors, the CEO, and it filters right down to the man who sweep the floor. Okay? Now, the roles of the different councillors is to sit on the different boards or the different committees within the municipalities to make decisions for the citizens that they are representing. As such, at this juncture of the game, my brother, money is drawn up. It's not about equipment. It's not about human resource. Money is in play. As such, we are turning to the department where control money, and we are turned to the signing officers who would be sitting there and not ensuring that the people of Jamaica money is not protected.
Exactly. Simple.
And that me I say.
Have you ever been to one of these committee meetings?
And
yes, sir. Yes, sir. I have been there. Sit up in the back row.
The councillor who sits on the committee chairs the meeting.
Dino,
Necessarily, it's not a corruption. You always intervene when the council talk. The person with a GLP or PNP, the person chairs the meeting. He or she does not involve in the day-to-day running of the municipal.
No.
They go out in private business every day. If the meeting is Thursdays, then come and meet. Or second Thursday, then come and meet second Thursday and chair that meeting.
But you, Mr. Dino, you want me to answer you, Mr. Dino? You want me to answer you?
Go ahead.
It is your responsibility as the chairman of a meeting to also ensure that you lays that information to your boss, who happens to be the chairman of the parish council. Now,
Correct.
if it is that the chairman of the parish council do not ensure that the person he appoints to this position does their job, then that's another hit, a low blow
But
for
on top of
the chairman.
and on top of that,
So you
Mario,
see,
these
coming
checks,
back to
these
Mario,
things
we're
is what
coming back to our
Mario,
fourth
on
topic,
top of that. You know,
accountability.
on top of that, when advocate is going to say we cannot come to conclusion on something, when this is in public knowledge that the $1 billion that has been missing, the CEO did not sign off and none of those. So who is it that you're supposed to hold accountable for that?
So, but me asking Mario, if the CEO signs the check,
Not the CEO did not sign it, sir.
but all the check can't change without the CEO. The
Oh, you
CEO.
okay.
He's the
Okay.
signing
How the
agent
check
of
get
the,
out
of the
here?
council.
Oh, you mean the
So
CEO?
how $1
Sir,
billion missing?
The question is asking is rather stupid because the CEO is a signature, most signature to the checks.
have to
It's
be.
not the mayor the most, you know. The CEO is
But
the most. That's the
No,
accounting officer.
but Dino,
so
the
it's not
CEO.
stupid, Dino, because the check are
No, but
changed.
Dino, the
But
CEO with them have
only
is
check change without the sign.
Dino, the
Check
CEO with
without
them
change
have.
without the sign.
No, but Dino, the CEO with them have just get transfer from Westmoreland Municipal Council. The one that they have now.
Hold on.
The investigation.
And the mayor, the CEO get transferred from West Holland. And if the CMU said up to now our signature is not sent to the bank, she can't sign for no check.
Yes,
But
because
at the same time, it is said that the investigation in these municipalities has commenced from
from 2020,
2022.
yes,
So how is
2020.
it that we are going to just look on what happened today? It is a process that these
Alright.
great
I
Mocha
was
people
coming to
are
that. I was
looking
coming to
into.
that, Mario. It is so
Okay.
much years apart, so you can't blame who is there now.
So
What
who was
about
there 2 years ago, Mr.
the
Dino?
CEO that was there signing the checks before?
No, I don't think the focus on the CEO, because you really can't blame the CEO. I agree with that. You can't blame only the CEO that is there now, right?
Let me repeat again. I work in the system for a while. Let me tell you how the system works. I was there first as a internal auditor till I becomes an accountant in the system. When the council only you have general ledger, you have which you have salaries, you have staff to get paid, and the council pay them staff. The checks, salaries is ordinary. You have works that can be given out by the two councillors from some funding from councillors might get. Sometimes the MPs get funds and donate a part of their funds from the permanent consent to their councillors and start making each councillor X amount of money to spend. It is put in on the general ledger under the mayor's only councillor has a page in the ledger, you know. Because the mayor gets funding because the mayor is the mayor of a town. He or she gets funding for that town. No councillor, no page under the no councillor. What has to be happening now is that the MP sometimes send money to the her councillor saying it's strengthening the councillor can get working in the constituency. The little bit of money, there's a rule within most of the councils now, what they call a round robin. When the central government send over the tax, the land tax, and went into the council, each council might get $1 million to spend on a piece of road. You choose a piece of road and you spend it. I'm not saying corruption can't take place, because the councillor can name a person and tell the person, say, listen, we want back X out of the money. But the councillor itself can only submit the name to the WO, the work overseer, that's a different engineering department. When they finish and give out the work and they stamp it, work such that it comes back to accounts which prepare the pay voucher. It has to go to internal audit who investigate, stamp it to that purpose, stamp and sign. So investigate and it's okay, go back to account where the accountant now will prepare the necessary vouchers, all the details, clip on what's supposed to clip to it, prepare the check to when they finish it, go to the cashier prepare the check, and it goes up to the CEO. The CEO.
And in that breath, Dino, people are crying that Spanish Town has not been taken care of based on the streets and based on stuff that is happening there. And you as a councillor or mayor don't think and you assign a check and us said what the people ever complain about and you assign the check and you know said that happen.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm saying is that the councillors who sign check, you know?
No, we understand. No, it's not mix it up because we not say nothing about no councillors like that. We not say that.
Mario, let me
We
ask
are saying that the CEO did
Hold on,
not sign
Mario.
the check.
Hold on, Mario. Let me ask you a question.
Mario, I'm saying, how can a check go out without the CEO signature and it being changed? Because that's a compulsion.
That's the question you should ask the PNP.
That's the question we need to ask the Spanish town council.
That is the question.
Exactly.
Who signed the checks? Who signed the checks?
Why you want to ask the PNP the question?
Because it's a PNP council, a vice president of the party, my brother.
Let me ask.
Mario, let me tell you something.
In the finance committee, you see?
Mario, let me tell you something happened to me last Christmas. I own a certain business. And somebody drive up to the business place to change that.
Me no want you use private sector to do public sector work are two different things.
Hold on, man. Listen to me.
Me no want you use. Me just want you acknowledge
Mario,
that. I don't want an example from a private sector entity to determine what's happening in the public sector. Me just want to get that clear. All right.
Municipal, me talking about. Hold on, municipal, me talking about. When my staff comes, a person is there with a check from the municipal. Wanted to change it. I said the person have an ID. They say the person gave them a driver's license. I said, right up the number of the driver's and change the check for the person. When I went to my bank, they said they need to talk to me. There's a fraud against lodged to my account. It's a fraud. The municipal check, you know. And all the people in the municipal want me laugh and say, you was in the system for too long to make that get you. There are certain signatures that's a compulsion. That is not on the check. A fraud of people make them check out the road and me have to take my license. You know.
Which is understand. Yeah, but that's not what we are talking about now. That's not a good example. Don't. What we should not do is the public sector. Listen, the public sector run completely different from the private sector.
Hold on. That's not the private sector. I'm saying to you, the bank. The banks know who are the signatures and I reject the check.
Yes.
But that they are playing their role.
That compulsion, he or she signature must be on the check.
Good. So the people them protect themselves. So me can see that in this discussion. That gone. Let me hear what you say, Mr. Blair.
No, but I know just the CEO is a signatory to the account.
Yeah. The two questions I want to ask.
Hold on. Because
Four signatures is being sent to the bank. Four.
Dino, you have to kind of circulate the mic, you know, because different people up on the panel. Because
the mayor, the deputy mayor, the CEO, and the assistant CEO. It can't go by the mayor, it can't sign by the mayor and the deputy mayor. Must be one out of the two.
I hear Mario.
Exactly.
I hear Mario.
Sign by the CEO and the deputy CEO. One out of the two.
I hear Mario to be saying there is corruption. I hear you, Dino, to be saying who is corrupt. Right? Now, I will agree with you, Dino, that maybe the CEO can be held accountable for that. Right? Because things cannot go on and they don't know about it. Right? But the fact of the matter is that there is corruption in the municipality. Has to be some kind of corruption. Right. So we don't need to back and forth with that because we don't know who at this point would I say is the corrupt operatives within the municipality.
You know, so since when I leave Rango University, 4 of my colleagues went to prison for corruption and for fraud.
Them are comrade.
One a comrade. 2 a comrade. 1 runway.
Yo, Dino.
Human being in nothing in politics.
The only thing we come up here to say, me hear the corruption argument on one side. Right? And the virgin when they talk about capitalism, they want to come up from them time, the capitalism and socialism. And we always go to that if we just draw some broad brush and conclusions about capitalism and socialism. And he was saying that there is a feeling by many Jamaicans that the capitalist system, right, is only beneficial to rich people and all them something. So only the rich get money and then it trickle down to the poor, right? That's the time. Me the one come up from them time there. But when you look at a lot of the times we have definitions in our head and we are judging society by our own definitions and not by the reality of how the society run, right? Because if you look at Jamaica's system, it's a mixed model, right? Because you still have state-owned organizations. So it cannot be that we are going to assume that Jamaica is a full-blown capitalist economy, right? We have to look at the reality of what is happening. There is nothing wrong with a system that encourages, right, business to grow and employ people, right? Because this whole idea about a discussion between the rich and the poor, right, is not being had in the right way, because you cannot have the rich people being uplifted without you cannot have the poor being uplifted, right, without the rich getting richer, right? So sometimes it comes down to what sounds more like a bad mind kind of thing. People want to talk about the poor, right, without accepting that, right, if the poor get better in terms of earning more and you improve the life of the poor, it has to contribute to the rich getting richer as well. People win business because if you improve the spending power of the poor, then they are going to spend more with business people, which in turn is going to increase revenue for the business people. They're going to make greater profits. They're going to expand business. They are going to turn around now, employ more people, which means more people have an income, right? And then now in terms of the AC man, the man who who tile the place, the man who build the building, they are going to be work for those people. Nothing is wrong with that. So we can't talk about these things in a vacuum and talk about, oh, just capitalism and Jamaica capitalist economy, or the JLP are capitalist and PNP are socialism, so PNP is better. It can't be that basic, bro. The conversation, you have to look at all the elements that are involved, right? Somebody want to come up from them time there before the discussion shift to this whole corruption and one-sided argument about corruption. So I think we get somewhere with that now. So if we can segue back into the whole capitalist socialism thing, but I would really appreciate some other views on that still.
Are you Blair? You don't like to talk on the capitalism and the socialism?
But before you read this, Ashan Stam, I want to ask Jordan few questions, because from the other day me hear Jordan come out and say people are suffering in Jamaica. And Jordan, I want to ask you a few questions. And please be honest with yourself, because if you're not honest with yourself, you're not going to sleep good tonight, because God going to beat you. So be honest.
Mario, Mario, before you ask Jordan, let me big up 131 people on the panel. Everybody with the panel, big up on yourself. Tap up your screen, press up your like button and share up your live. Go show Jordan.
That's a
Mario.
All right.
That's a theme opinion, but
Yes.
you can say what you want to say.
That what?
You can say what you want to say. The father is not
No, it's a fact.
The
Jordan,
father
if you don't
is not like
Jordan,
Mario.
I'm not saying that you're
Mario.
You
Jordan,
can't Maria, you
food.
can't ask the man a question and turn around and answer the question, you know.
No,
And direct him how to answer it.
Listen.
Well, mute
Me
the mic
nah
and let the man
answer
answer.
the question.
No,
Mario.
Mute the mic and let the man answer.
Mario.
So you blame the ask a question.
Wait no, Mario.
The truth.
Mario. Wait no, Mario, man. Mario, hold on there. Jordan, hold on. Gentlemen, today is my Sabbath. So I want, as I had asked Dino, which seemed to be a fair and balanced speaker today. So I expect the same for the Sabbath. Okay, gentlemen? We want fair and balanced argument. And I know Sean will appreciate. I know Sean will appreciate that a lot. So let us go on.
And truthful. Do not leave out truthful. That's exactly what I know. I can ask Jordan.
Mario, what you said today, your Sabbath?
No.
Hey, Mario, today your Sabbath?
Yes,
sir.
Sabbath.
Yes, sir.
So let me ask you a question.
No, don't change the
How
argument.
comes today your Sabbath? No.
I turn off my mic until these two. I can't answer that until these two guys finish.
How comes today your Sabbath and you don't face the talk politics? Come on now. How did you break your Sabbath to talk politics?
Leave them advocates. Leave them.
Oh my God.
Leave him
Mario,
alone,
leave
advocate.
that. Make Super Mario ask him question.
Leave
Go ahead.
that alone, advocate. Today I'm Sabbath want to stay speak on politics instead
Sure.
of speaking on the
That's
Lord
not between him and God.
of God.
Super Mario ask a
No.
question. Good.
No, Jordan. Jordan, me want to ask you a few questions. I mean, I'll get deep in your business because I don't want to. No, I heard you make a speech that Jamaica people are suffering. And you make a speech and you said that you work for the government. You work in the medical, at a hospital or something. That's what you said. All right. Are you suffering, Jordan?
I am suffering. I'm not suffering. I'm speaking on behalf of the Jamaican.
Yeah. Are you suffering?
I'm not suffering.
All right. Good. Wait. No, Jordan. Wait. I can make it. You answered that one thing. You said, no, you're not suffering. Number two, when the 25th or the 24th or something, the government pay you?
Get to the gist of your argument, sir. Get to the gist of your argument. What?
Huh?
Get to the gist of your argument.
No, it's some simple question I'm asking.
What you want to bring
But
across?
sir, if you do not answer me, I'll get to the gist.
I want you to get to the gist of the argument.
Sir, on the 25th, and the 25th, and the 25th or 24th of each month.
Sir, I want you to get to the gist of your argument.
That's where I'm getting.
Mario, get to the argument, man. On a Sunday
No,
school
but
this
if him not answer,
The man,
On a Sunday school this, brother.
clear.
Just
The
ask
man
him
needs to
question.
answer the man. They are having a discussion.
Hello,
It's not predetermined,
Mario.
sir. Let the man
That sound
Jordan
like a
answer the man.
question.
We can move on,
Mr.
no, man.
Hall, hold on. Remember when
That's
you
a
first
Q&A,
came
man.
on? Hold on,
Q&A.
Mr. Blair. When we first came on, I was saying, I said to Mario, which party you support? Did he answer the question? No, he didn't. So nobody come here, Mario, and tell me.
Which
No,
Mario
that's
was
not true. That's not true, Jordan.
Dino answer the
Jordan,
question,
you
Dino.
wanted to highlight to the
Dino.
78 people
Dino.
on this live.
Mario?
No.
Which Mario?
Jordan,
Which Mario
what you
you
wanted.
have,
No,
brother?
a meme attack. A me and
Dino.
him. No.
Okay.
Mario, Jordan, you wanted to highlight to Dino who
No,
you
you
think
cannot
I
ask
am.
me a chat,
And
Mario.
I'm saying to
I am
you
trying to
that
get-
don't do that. You allow him to determine and ask me what he wants. Right? So that is what we were discussing earlier. Not what you're talking about now. We have a question and answer segment.
Mario,
Answer the
I
man.
am not afraid to
Mario.
tell you, sir, I'm a supporter
Yeah.
of PNP.
So
You
Jordan,
don't afraid to tell you that. So me support the PNP.
Jordan,
I need you to
have
come out and
you
say,
been paid?
salute the 121 members.
Yeah, man, we know you
We
support the
JLP,
PNP.
Mario.
And you make a speech to the Yeah, man. Me support the JLP.
Not you.
No, but
but
you make a
Oh, I support the JLP.
Yes,
No
yes.
question
You know
about
why
it.
you were-
But you wanted to create a narrative around the discussion. Mr. Jordan, we all are Jamaican. There's none of us here that are dunce. Good. So when you bring on a certain aura and line of argument, then
Mario,
you're depicting
you
an
just,
image
hard.
that we don't want.
Mario,
You're
just let me
talking.
just
The two of them,
me and
the
Jordan
two of
have
them say them have a
small conversation.
Oh, you talk more than the next one.
All the while, every time you come and talk more than
Make the two of them have a with them a talk.
Foresight shift the direction of the conversation. You know.
capitalism
But
and
for the
communism,
two
but
Mario,
Mario wants
come on the floor. We can't get no further.
Oh, you mean you can't get no further because
can't get
Jordan
no
said that
further.
Jamaican people are suffering. Remember, you know, Jordan said it, that Jamaican people are suffering. And I asked him a specific question. I said to him, Jordan, are you suffering? He said, no, he's not suffering. I said, Jordan, when the 25th or the 24th come, because he said he worked for the government. The government PA is a simple yes or no question.
All right, just answer Jordan and make him move on to the next one.
man.
So hold on. So he's saying that Jordan's statement is that Jamaicans are suffering, right?
Exactly.
You asked him if he's suffering. He said no. Does that mean that Jamaicans are not suffering?
No, man, no.
I'm asking you, does that mean that Jamaicans are not suffering? Because he's not suffering.
Are you suffering, Cosmo?
And what percentage of the
Yes.
what percentage
Yes.
of the population
Yes,
does
because I
Jordan
have to
represent?
liquidate my business.
Cosmo, you're suffering.
I had to
What
liquidate my
percent?
business
What
and shut
percent
my
of the
business down.
population Jordan
Yes,
represent?
I had to liquidate my business
We're going
and
to
shut
You
marry
it
have to
now.
down.
liquidate your taxi. You have to liquidate your taxi business.
Hold on now. We're going to marry and Jordan. Every time somebody a jump in and the conversation get noisy. If I marry and Jordan, just make it go marry and Jordan. No, Jordan, you can't answer the question. The man
No,
ask you.
look
If you
here,
get
look
paid
here,
25th. Just answer no man,
look
make it
here,
flow.
look here. No, listen. Me not gonna make nobody stage me into any answer. I will answer, and I don't, and
But
I
you don't know how
don't
to
think.
answer. I'm just asking you
I
answer.
don't look here. If me a suffer or me not suffering,
You
I'm
don't
just
reach that
one
yet, bro.
person to
Just
almost
answer now.
3
The man say if
million
you get paid the
people.
It's a
25th.
I
broad, so
want
it's a broad
Mario to
statement, you know.
go to the Jesus' argument. What is
But
he
that's we
trying
are
to
getting to
go?
the
Then
gist,
that's
He's
why
but
you
you're
should
not
answer and
trying
then
to
answering.
go to
go.
it. Just answer. Tell him you get paid the
Look here,
25th,
with
bro.
me answering and no answer, it not gonna
All
make
right.
it no,
I
make
feel
it
you
make
get
no
But
paid the
sense.
You know
25th.
what?
Go
You
ahead.
know what?
what
Mario,
percentage of the population
Mario,
Jordan
just
represent?
Foresight, me I go
Me no.
close by this.
move
Because
ahead,
we're not
Mario.
gonna get nowhere. And this is just to show how non-ingenuous the People's National Party supporters are. You want to know why? They're coming
Right.
out here and they're saying people are suffering. And I
Yes.
am on the road every single day and I cannot see one person in Jamaica that is suffering.
Oh my God.
Can I
I
get a
Oh
don't
one
see
my.
liner?
it.
Can I get a one liner?
Oh
Just
my.
just
Can
say
I
that
get a
you're a liar. If
Oh
you
hold
say
on?
my.
that,
I don't
Dino,
see
you're
one
Dino,
Dino,
person
leave
in
him.
Jamaica
Dino,
that
Dino,
is
leave
not
him
suffer.
alone. Dino, do not tell
you
him say
can't
he's a
talk over
liar.
everybody.
Dino,
Can I just get a
remember,
one liner in?
remember
Can I?
that some of our Jamaica Labour Party colleagues are friends. Some of them are my friends because I don't hate nobody. They are living in an alternate universe. So you have to understand.
Jordan, can I get a one liner in? There are always persons, there are always going to be persons who are suffering, and I in the government. Was there any time, was there ever a time in Jamaica where you don't have some people suffering?
That will
No.
not always
Right?
be with us.
Hold on.
More are
Always
suffering
be
now.
with us.
Well,
Life is harder now.
I don't know about that.
Life is harder now than it has ever been
I
before.
don't know about that
That's
because
Right? That's his factor. That is
no, they
factual.
can't be
All
fact
right, that is
because
factual.
if you look at the stat,
That is facts.
hold on, hold on, hold on.
Look at what stat.
Hear the
When
start.
you look at the number, if you should check even from 2016, right, till now, you will see a drastic increase in the number of persons. PNP used to love to talk about house and car, right? As a measure. When you look at the PNP, what the PNP used to use, right, to measure that, when you look at the number of persons who are able to own motor vehicles since 2016, it's almost double. Since 2016. When you look at the
Hold
number
on, but
of
Foresight, you cannot use
Foresight,
character
you cannot
that
use
statement
house
all
and
right
let me
here.
car to
finish.
say persons
When
are
you look at the
suffering.
number of
You have to
persons
think
who are
about the
owning their
price of
own
the
home, when you
supermarket.
look at the number of persons who are
You have to
owning
think
their
about the
own
supermarket
No.
price, Foresight.
when you
Advocator, hold
look
on.
at the number of
Foresight,
persons
where
who
did
are
you get that
owned,
measure from? Where did you
when
get
you
that
look at the
number
number
from?
of persons,
Where
we're
you
not
get
talking
it
about
from?
people.
Where you get
When
that
you
Foresight,
look at
you
the
know
data
number
reason
of
from?
logic,
persons
you
who are
know
now
reason
owning
logically,
their own
Foresight.
home,
Where is the data from,
right?
Foresight? That's what we want to ask. So where you get the data from? Where
Jordan,
more car?
let me bring a data from the United Nations.
When you
Well,
look at the number of persons who are now owning their
Foresight,
own home,
UJLP has been running with that myth for the longest time.
significant,
More people own cars now. What we're debating on is a statement from the tax department saying more vehicles are being licensed. That don't mean more people own. I used to own one, now I own five.
more persons are owning cars. No, there are more cars on the
You
road
cannot
now.
say that.
Look
More
here, you
cars no, because I used to own one and I own five now. Me have other persons who own one and own all five and
So,
six.
so
talk,
Foresight. So you're
You
saying
cannot
because
more
more
people. We have
cars,
more cars being
yes.
licensed.
because more cars. Hold on. Because more
no, me
cars are
not
being
finish. Me
licensed.
never finish.
Hold on. We have to
More,
take it one. We have to take
more
it point at a
persons
time.
on the road. More persons. No, you
Point
have
at
to
a
wait
time.
till me finish. More persons are owning their own home. No, the number of young people who are owning their own home,
Foresight,
despite any feelings or
Foresight,
any
Foresight,
speculation out there. Hold on, man.
Foresight. The houses are 25, 30, 35, 40 million. Which young people can come and leave school and buy
Report
those
out of the
houses?
NHT, bro. Reports out of the NHT.
Jesus,
What on
PHC now
foresight?
build
Of
no
the
more than
NHT. This is
more than a
fact. Come
1,200
on,
houses.
brother, that's a different thing.
Class 9
You see,
years.
when you come here, you know, when you come here, and you don't want to talk, want to feel.
Hold
Me I
on.
talk
All
about
right.
Hold on,
report
man.
out
Foresight.
Hold
of
on.
the
Let me put
Foresight.
on.
NHT.
Hold on.
Foresight.
Let me put a
Foresight.
survey. Let me
Clear
put
the
a survey in the
Look
line.
here,
no, the number of young people
hold
that
on,
was
hold
out
on,
report out
gentlemen,
now since
gentlemen,
2016
look
has
here.
tripled.
Hold on,
Tripled.
hold on.
Tripled.
Gentlemen,
Hold on,
we're
hold
gonna
on,
allow
Forsyth.
Forsyth to
Fact,
finish,
Forsyth,
and then
hold on.
that
we
coming
go
out of the
over.
NHT.
You Blair,
Not
leave
feelings.
Forsyth make him
Fact,
talk.
that coming out of the NHT. A report from the NHT itself indicate, because I'm here PNP with the argument, oh, young people can't buy a house now, right? That's a certain age group, right? Between 26 and almost 30 or whatever, right? The number of houses that have been owned by these people since 2016 has tripled. This are not feelings now. So on the way the house they want to spread
Dino, make him finish, Dino, my brother, Dino, let him finish. Let him finish. Make him finish. Make him finish, advocate. Make him hear him finish it.
because this
Advocate, make him finish. We're going to allow him to finish.
Hold on. The conversation has to be lifted above feelings, brother. People can't
We're allowing him to
talk.
Understand. Tell me,
You know?
I can go up on my computer right now, find the information so I can back up what you say.
I can send it to you directly. They
But
can
hold on,
Tell me
Forsyth.
where I can go on my computer. I'm at my computer right now.
Bro, I can DM you the information. You will see where you can go. You can DM the
Tell
information.
me the site where I can
I'm on my computer right now.
Bro, just Google it. Just Google it. I don't know where on the NHT site to find it. Just Google
No,
it.
no,
Oh
no.
my
But you
God.
can't come and give
Jesus,
an
please.
information.
They know. You don't know on the
Tell me, I
side.
can't
No,
send you
when
the
you come
information
with
directly.
information like that, you
Me no-
need to know where to find it.
Bro, the NHT report, bro. I don't know exactly where on the
That's
NHT.
all you
Forsyth.
That's not going to be argument. But let him continue. Let him continue. Continue with Forsyth.
No,
No,
Forsyth,
no,
may I ask
no,
that question? What is the
I'm
average
finished. I
cost
can do
of
the
a
research.
two-bedroom house
Let me
now
tell you
in
what
Jamaica?
you have PNP persons coming up here, right?
Yes.
You have PNP persons coming up here.
Yeah.
Just spreading, just comment based on how they feel, right?
Okay.
Oh, poor people are suffer. Yes, poor people are always
No.
suffer, right? And
Okay.
time is harder now. Where is the data to back it?
All right then.
Brother, we don't have to come,
All
man.
right, hold on, Jordan, hold on.
Cosmo,
All
we're
right,
going to
Forsyth,
allow him
all
to
right, stop.
complete his
Forsyth, you say,
thought. No,
hold on.
Cosmo, we're going to
Look
allow
how
him to
long me
complete
want to
his
present
thought.
a data.
And
I
then
want to
go.
allow me. Jordan, allow me to present
No,
a
man,
Just
data.
we want him to complete and then we challenge him. You're
hold
You
on,
know,
finished,
the happy man
Forsyth?
saying can't get to complete.
No, man, we want him to complete. Are you finished, Mr. Forsyth? Comrade Blair, you can go. Come in here from Forsyth.
In 2023, there was a survey by the United Nations which suggests that 2 million persons in Jamaica is living below the poverty line, and majority of them are children. That is a data from the United Nations. So you guys can respond to that now.
Cosmo? Cosmo? The person named James Pierce, sir. You have me P9s at the back, sir. You can't mute your mic.
James, mute your mic now.
P9s, we get a
Look here,
feedback.
let me say something. What we need to understand is two parties in Jamaica, two active parties, right? JLP, PNP. Because third party not going away, right? What we are here when we have these debates, we are trying to establish, right, which one is better. We're not trying to establish if one is perfect and one is not perfect. There are a lot of young people nowadays who are struggling to buy homes. We know that, right? That's not what we're discussing, right? We're not discussing, we are where we want to be. We are just discussing whether things are better now under the JLP than it was under the PNP.
Okay.
And when it comes to house and young people, I hear the argument all the way. Young people can't buy a house now. Them never did be able to buy more house under the PNP. They weren't. Because when you look at the report that under the PNP, it is showing that more young people are owning their own homes now. Is it enough? Right? Do you have young people still struggling to buy their own home? Yes. But more young persons are
Data
buying
is in the
homes
ear, Dina.
now.
They in the
If
ear.
we're
It's a
looking
pie
at
in
the
the
fact,
sky.
I'm not talking
Pie
based
in
on
the
how we
sky.
feel. More young people are buying homes now. We see more development, more residential developments now, right? All of them 40 million they also want to talk about and thing. Most of those complexes are sold out. What we have the other day was a seller's market.
That is why we know
It's a
that you're
seller's.
not
Because
following the
black people are
market
not buying
because
them. They
they're
are being
empty
bought.
now. They're
No, the
empty
PNP
now.
tend to have a stupid argument that is only people in the diaspora buying these houses. Lie. You have these houses. Let me tell you something about house. Mark Golding is not going to come.
Hold on. Can your salary afford a $40 million house?
Let me finish. Let me finish. This is not a personal
You can
thing.
finish and
Let
get
me
answer
finish.
fine.
Mark Golding is not going to come. From me, know myself till now, the house prices have been appreciating in Jamaica. I've never seen house prices gone down. Mark Golding is not going to come and just wave a magic wand and reduce a $50 million house to 25 and put it in the reach of poor people. He's not going to come and do that. So if I that, you know what I say, that not going to happen, right? If Mark Golding, if the PNP should form government, right?
Nobody never said that. Nobody never said that. Nobody never
I'm
said
just
that.
saying, no, but so why the argument? Because I know like Mark Golding can reduce house price. Right? Let me tell you something.
Hold on, did you hold on? May I ask that question? Hold on, may I ask that question? Hold on,
I'm going to land. Allow me to finish. No, allow me to finish. When a private developer, right, develops a property, the government doesn't go in and say, oh, don't sell your house for that price. Or the government doesn't interfere with the pricing of that house, right? It's a free market system, right? So when a developer prices his house, he places a price on it that he know he can sell it at, right? It is the demand that drives up the price. So to make this out to be a political issue and to say, Andrew make people can't buy a house, is a stupid argument, brother. It's a very stupid argument. A lot of people know this.
Hold on, let me ask. Hold on.
Let me give me a chance with him. Give me a chance with him.
Hold on.
What was the purpose? Hold on, man. What was the purpose of PNP establish NHT? Foresight, that's question for you, Foresight.
NHT was established, right, to provide affordable housing solution to its contributors. Now, affordable housing.
No, man, answer the question. Let me go back. What is the present price? What is the present price the housing trust is selling houses for when they do build them?
The present price? It varies depending on where the development is. It varies. It varies.
What is the variation? No, it is being sold for 9 or 10 million. Anything with housing trust bill. Where the variance come from is because you have politicians and other person who is doing a joint venture with housing trust and escalate the prices. These are not housing trust houses.
I don't know about that.
Dino, give me a chance to finish with him. Beg a chance out. You hear the word what him say? You hear what him say? When you get your chance to houses, hold it. Hold your point, advocate. All right. Come on. Advocate, when you get your chance, then you talk that. Let me tell you something. I hear you talk this and I hear you talk that. Bear in mind, housing just give a maximum of $7.5 million. It doesn't mean to say it and the old lady. Mute the Dino, please. Mute the comment. For you, yep.
Oh, they are break up. Nah, I hear you. No, so
you better now?
Yeah, go ahead.
HT maximum of 7.5 million per applicant.
Yeah, break up wicked brother.
And bear in mind that because
log out and come back in.
Come out and come back.
I'll make somebody else talk.
I'm sorry. All
right.
Wi-Fi.
Meanwhile, Howard, Gano.
Howard signal
They
back.
put another statistic on the board.
Hold on, Mr. Blair. No more statistics yet.
Hold on.
Let me ask first at the question. When you come on and you say affordable housing, right? When you build a house for $9 million, but you only offer $7 million, how is it affordable for the Jamaican persons?
Good question, bro. Good question. So that's a question for the entire system.
Well, two different things, advocate. They only, if you're gonna buy outside outside, them only lending you 7 million. When housing trusts build the schemes, when you apply for it, they look at your contribution. You must say you have been contributing to housing trust. Housing trust is not a developer who are selling to private people. These are for country. You are shareholders. You're a part of the trust. So when they look at your salary and everything, they give you that you'll get a house for the $9 million or the $10 million because you are a contributor. Your contribution has a part to do with you.
Well, Dino, let me finish up now. My sound better now?
Yeah.
No, Cosmo's a question. Before you come in, Howard, let me just address Cosmo's question.
Hold on.
Right?
Mute you, Richard.
Hold on. What I want to say, all right. Wait, hold on. When we're talking about what
Cosmo, but you
NHT
go again
used to
before me
do,
answer.
and
You can't do the one
NHT
at a
used to
time.
do housing. Well, I did not something, you know. I'm because I did not ask you a question, you know. Right?
No,
I'm
you
just
asked
stating
about
that
the
something
7
and
million.
a fact and low and
Yeah, hold on,
I did
Cosmo.
not ask you anything about 7 million.
Cosmo, listen, you Richard's blood a boil, but hold on, you Richards, right? Make your blood go and boil a little bit more.
Hold on, you Richard.
Cosmo, you talk about 7 million. That's a question for
Hold
the
on,
industry.
foresight. It is
Oh
not
my.
reasonable for people
All right.
allow you to speak.
All right.
Wait a turn, and then you can come back and come rebut.
Before you say
So
something,
just hold on, you, Richard. I was there before.
No, when me say I don't know, me not stop you. Me just want something. Sean, me I just say, Sean, you have one nice platform, and me I tell you something. Why do you wait for your platform and we have a conversation? And me tell myself, say, nah, and me tell my comrade brother, them not come back on your platform. Nah, no other platform. Listen me. When mute when the jail for them attack, you need to get some administrator. It's when the PNP then start attack, the jail then start interject and start answer for you and start make you look like we are trace. A lot of comrades call us and say, listen me, you sound stupid on a platform because you sound like you are war and nobody reach away. So you hear the point I'm going to say. It's when if when you're on a platform in general, you say, ain't that man attack, never attack, you just throw him out of your back. You know, business, I could have even me. You get to me as a platform, I go down a drain. You know they say when when we on the platform and there's certain stuff people on the platform, you see your traffic. You see when other people on the platform, you look on your traffic. You need to look on that. I'm going to say something again. More first time, hear this me tell you. One thing you use a measure if a country has suffer or not, and the poverty rate of a country. Just Google that and you know if Jamaica people are suffer or not. And compare the year them at the PNP, compare the year of JLP, and you will realize say more people are suffer now than in the 18 year then say PNP mash up Jamaica. Continue over.
Perfect, Sean. And I agree, Sean. Whether me or any other PNP, we are here to teach. Right? And when you have both sides are there, the viewer go up because it's interesting, especially if you're arguing on the basis of politics. Not disrespect to talk about send upon your mother and honor your father. Let's get back to the point of housing. First and foremost, foresight is not talking the truth. For you to get any information pertaining to data from the NHT, they tell you that you have to write them. You have to submit it in writing to the manager and what you want it for. No longer you can go on the NHT website and they can tell you how much.
Not that kind of information, bro.
Sir, listen what I'm saying to you, man. Just stop there as if I'm done, man. The government withhold every data. They're not releasing it. Right? And to try to show you, under the PNP administrations, when government provided the lands in partnership with a private developer, house and the prices come down. This is not so. OK State in Portmore right now, which is developed by Chemtech, which is the Prime Minister Associate Company, that is government land. The prime sugar land of Bernard Lodge, that Gore approached Portia Simpson Miller. Forget it. And Portia said no. Arable land, not arable, arable land must be.
Chemtech a NHT project, bro?
Boss man, listen what me I said to you.
No, but is it a NHT? We are talking about NHT project. We're gonna Chemtech.
Me I tell you about Chemtech. I'm gonna link Chemtech with government land to expose corruption.
It's not an NHT product, bro. A private developer, them can sell for what they want at market value. So that doesn't come in at all.
Private developer, government land, Bernard Lodge Estate. Don't preempt me. Allow me, let me tell you where me I go.
No, but it is a private developer. So they can sell at market value, bro.
Me say, don't preempt me, man. Just allow me for land.
No, mix up everything in one. We are talking about NHT.
Allow me for land, me I expose corruption.
Back in land foresight.
Again, Gore Development, who build West Cumberland, which is across the road, approach Comrade leader Simpson Miller for the land. And Comrade leader said no. That land is designed for farming. What the labor right now? Push out the small farmer them off of the land. All of you to plant color, look pepper, everything. Push it off. Who get the land to build house now? 40 million for 3 bedroom, 30 million for 2 bedroom, and 1 bedroom for $26 million. Who get it? Kimtech Development. Who is Kimtech Development? The Prime Minister Business Associate Norman Brown. Who is Norman Brown? The chairman of NHDC and NHD.
So when you say you talk facts,
Man,
you probably don't know who you're talking to. I'm not going to allow you. 1 bedroom which 26 million. Where? Chemtech Development? You know who you are talking to, brother. So don't come and think that you can fool the audience. Which
TikTok man.
Bro.
Me not no question and answer.
No, I'm not going to allow him to get away with no lie. 1 bedroom for $26 million. Chemtech.
Oversight. Are you a part of?
Lying, man. Stop lying.
Are you a part of Chemtech?
Stop lying, man.
Foresight, that is
Stop
correct.
lying.
Foresight,
Foresight.
that is correct.
That is one to come. That is one to come and do because the audience don't know better.
Foresight, you see what I'm talking about?
Foresight, you know, say foresight.
The 2 bedroom.
Hold on, everybody. Hold on.
Brother, $6 million.
If and
I don't know if them have been in the bad one
foresight
there either.
Foresight.
No,
Foresight.
no,
It is on
you know what?
TikTok. It is
Stop
being
lying.
advertised on TikTok.
Stop.
Too.
Bro,
Foresight.
this is what advertised on
Foresight.
TikTok, bro.
It is
Bro.
advertising on
The 2
TikTok.
bedroom.
Foresight.
We're not talking about appreciated
John,
value.
take care of the right to me now.
Bro.
John.
28 million. 1 bedroom for 26. Right?
Cause my Foresight, make
The other scheme were open. The other 2 bedroom scheme were open is selling for $30 million. The 3 bedroom scheme, this 3 bedroom scheme were open is selling for $40 million.
The first 2 bedroom.
When we make hard finish, look here. Wait.
That 26 million, they opened the 2 bedroom started at 26 million. 2 bedroom started at 26 million. If you matter about
Allow me to finish. I mean, started.
you have to talk from when the housing development start. You have to talk for the first piece. You can't come and start and appreciate it.
Sean, mute him.
Let me finish.
Wait. Foresight, before you finish, Foresight, just listen and Cosmo make our talk.
But me not.
Foresight, listen. Wait, no, Foresight, I will lie. You
Yeah, but
believe.
interrupt
I will lie. Listen, Foresight, listen. I will be a lie. When he don't talk, everybody on mute to make a debunk him.
All right, continue your life, brother. Continue your life.
Yeah, make him pretend lie. Mute him. Continue no hour.
Go show on.
How I can't talk no more like?
Hard.
Butt on the land. Andrew Unes cover his bulldozer and butt on the land. Run with the small farmer then. What them have over there build now? The Prime Minister business partner, who is the developing company, is Chemtech. Chemtech over there. Let me rephrase it. Me nobody call it house. Mr. Say you take the shit with. Chemtech over there. I said the cheapest house, $26 million. And I like a Chemtech land, you know. Normally, in the post-Simpson administration, when we are use part of Burnham or any estate which is no longer suitable for farming, the prices of the houses come down. Like what happened in Greater Portmore and what happened in New Harbour Village in St. Catherine. Right? Look at it. You take government land, you run off poor people, and you build also rich people. You build also rich people and talk about 40 million, 30 million, and 26 million. What people can't buy that? That's corruption. And look on the next part of it now.
When you said Chemtech,
This is not a question and answer question, boss. You get the opportunity.
which one I came
Listen, me not gonna answer you. Allow me to learn. The other part of Bernard Lodge, when they expend pound, everybody used to there. Them run it there. Who them put over there? Them a build warehouse and answer that thing. Sajiko over there, Azan over there. Land that is earmarked for farming so we can be able to feed our nation. The labor right take the land and sell it to them friend. This is not poor people house. The cheapest house the NHT build is 1 bedroom house in a man when they call him Perth Estate. How much fee? $13 million. Right? For you to get a $30 million mortgage from NHT, it takes 3 or 4 now. And what me I say they are doing now, first time, mortgage would have stopped when they reach the age of retirement. Or when you are 50, they might give 40 years and 50 years until they say your children and your children's children must
Howard,
come.
has there ever been a time under the PNP where
I'm not
farmlands were
asking a
used to
question,
build
boss. It's
houses?
not a question and answer. When we come and expose
No,
facts and allow me
but you
to
go like
understand
say, you go like say this
you
unique.
will
Has there
get your
ever
chance.
been a time
You will
under
get
the
your chance.
PNP where farmlands were used to build houses?
I'm not going to answer you.
Oh, you can't answer
When you
because
get
you
it,
Yeah, but it
know
was never
directly.
used
Say,
to
I
fund
don't know farmland are used to build
when you
house.
get it,
Hold
You
on,
understand? You
foresight.
know that. That's why you can't answer.
Hold on,
And that is
foresight.
why I'm there
when
today.
you
Because
get
you
your
want to know.
chance,
You know,
Foresight.
come every day
when you
upon
get
the
your
internet
chance,
and you spread their lies and
when
talk
you
one
get
side of
your
the
Foresight,
story and people
foresight,
don't can
when
prove
foresight,
you
the
know
argument.
it.
foresight,
Man, Howard wind up
Allow
now.
me to
Stop
land.
that.
foresight.
Howard wind up.
Foresight,
No, man,
foresight. How could you be hold on 1 minute,
No,
Richard?
no, man,
How
make
could you
Howard
be
wind up,
selling
man. Can him all come back
$26
later, Howard now
million
get the finish. You don't make
houses
Howard finish.
when
You
we
don't
have
make Howard finish.
700 people living in
Yeah, but
squatter
you not go make
settlement?
me hope you might not answer Howard finish. You not go make Howard finish, man. And then when he answer, then you said the
Yeah.
answer. Howard
Make
finish.
me wrap up now. Yeah, make me
Yeah,
wrap
man.
up now.
First, make him
You
finish
get
their
it.
answer. Then Mr. Blair,
Yeah.
then Cosmo, then Dino, then Jordan and Advocate and now they do it, man. We
Right.
can't. I'm alone up there. We can't talk ourselves that.
The NHT,
But you know, so by the way, I'll know from me come on a platform, y'all know me not getting a talk and you Richard
you know,
come and
but
Howard come ahead of me, you know.
no,
Exactly.
that
Jump
thing,
in, you
no,
know.
but that, you know me depend on the word. So
Go on.
again, the NHT no longer build affordable housing under the PNP administration. The last set of house that we live, right? You think it is New Harbour Village, 5 or 6, we are ordinary single applicant. But one of those 1 bedroom at New Harbour Village for 6.8 million. Today, for you to get a 1 bedroom unit, which is the last judgment, it is per estate, is 13 million. And it can you imagine 1 bedroom, and it take two somebody to apply for 1 bedroom, and them have over 50 years to pay. The NHT
Current
is a
benefits. I know myself, right?
Batman,
You
allow
have
me for them.
couples
Let me coming
have to
down.
be
Me coming down.
combining to buy house.
Listen, me
Under
coming
PNP,
down.
that was the same thing.
Me
Couples
coming down.
combine and join together to buy houses. The NHT single benefit, the benefit already for one single beneficiary has never been able to buy a house. The value of the houses are always above that, right? And you have people like couples have to be joining their benefits together to buy a house. That's nothing new. Go
Shut up.
again.
Foresight. You never make him finish.
Go
Finish. Let
ahead.
us come on.
Shut up.
Wait, make him
Shut
finish,
up.
man.
Shut
Continue.
up.
Oh.
Shut up and stop talk. Under the PNP administration, 1 bedroom down a Greater Portmore, quad, 600,000, a single applicant. Christian Garden, single applicant.
Claim on that 400,000.
Union Estate, I deal with modern. Union Estate,
But we
3
no
bedroom,
longer build quads, Howard. We no longer build quads. So go ahead again.
Whether you talk about quad, whether it be 1 bedroom, whatsoever, NHT now build nothing. Whether it be quad or mother, what you want to call it.
My sister buy a one
Single
bedroom and
applicant. That's fine.
under PNP
Let me
and
wrap up,
she
my
has to
man.
get makeup. Our,
You will get your chance
our
to
benefit
explore.
alone couldn't buy
You
it.
will get your chance. Labor right. Comrades, you know what? We're not going to go nowhere now.
Because
Thanks.
you lie to them. Because you
All of
what?
the
The
comrades,
irresponsible you lie
5
all the
o'clock.
while, brother, up on the
Join me
platform
5
them,
o'clock this evening.
right?
Make
And you
me
talk one side of the story. I compare both parties. Tell me something where up now whenever you start man on the PNP. That's what you need to do. So one down. Who else?
All right.
May I just say it before you start? May I just all right? Johnny, I'm going for you want go. Me just want to talk to him and come out with about the poverty rate and say, can't say something.
But look here.
Jordan,
Go on, John. Go on,
let
John.
Jordan go. Let Jordan go. Jordan up there a long time.
But you see, this is the thing, you know. The Jamaica Labour Party people live in an alternative universe than the reality.
And wait, and man, foresight, him now address you, he must say, he must make a statement. So allow him make a statement with number of interview.
Addressing me just out talk. Me just out make some general statement. Now addressing, right? The Jamaica Labour Party people, as me say, they live in an alternative universe. Right? They are not experiencing the same thing that the average Jamaican men and women are experiencing. I don't know why, because it look like a two Jamaica going in this country, but me know say I want Jamaica. We have a poverty rate currently at 22% at this moment. And the last time that was website, it not out there. The information is they are not done the 2022 study. They have not done the 2023 study. They have not done the 2024 study. When it comes to poverty in this country, all right. When we talk about your lowest paid people in the Caribbean, right? We talk about the education system where see, we see 18% of 20,000 people, right, are coming out. Young men and young women are come out of the system with 560 because that the government said the pathway to be 560 or more, right? No doctor, no teacher, no nurse, no policeman, no fireman, no correctional officer can just come in at their work day one, so and say, oh, I'm gonna buy an NHG house. No, they can't. Most of them people here are rent house them are living in. And I have doctor friend, I have police friend, fire people, and them are telling me the same thing over and over. They simply cannot buy a house. When you tell them, say, well, try if you join up and buy. Why try if you join up and buy a 3-bedroom house? Try we have 3 different family. Should we have all of three person different? They have we own a family now 1 bedroom each. No man, that we need to see Jamaica better than what it is. All our other Caribbean brothers and sisters, their economy are growing. Jamaica now grow. A stagnation there, Jamaica. The price of food since
Jordan, don't
2016,
go
the
economic growth.
price
Don't
of
don't
food,
go economic
the
growth.
price
Don't
of
go there.
food.
Foresight, calm
Don't
the man.
Foresight, me
don't go
just
there.
a foresight, me just a make, and then you
Please,
go. All right.
continue.
The
Continue.
price of food since 2016 has gone up more than 240%. If you check the price of one loaf of bread in 2016 to what it is, it's a 240% increase since then. So the basket where Andrew Wallace used to carry come a parliament, him can't carry it come a parliament anymore. Because he might get less than where the 6,000 ad used to get in at the 6,000 ad basket. Right? When we talk about the health sector is the most it's one of the worst sector, me I tell you. Even now, me just talk to somebody on my phone when I was muting my mic. Speak to somebody on phone, a young girl, 13-year-old, had an attack last night. She collapsed and she went to KP8 and up till 4 o'clock, even though her situation may be considered an emergency, because she collapsed. She not respond. She black out. Up to 4 o'clock last night, she did not see no doctor. You know why she never seen a doctor? There are not enough doctors there, and there's a lot of crowd. The massive crowd that was at KPH last night, right? All them do when them finally see her in the 5 o'clock there, them just write her a look up prescription and send her home. They didn't send her because the child complained that she had because she's 13, complained that she had a heart problem. She feel pain from her
So
heart.
should we go back to the party?
No
Who had
testing.
who had 18 years in government?
Lord have mercy.
Foresight, you get a time to
Lord have
foresight. You don't
mercy,
get attack.
foresight.
So the
Foresight, make
answer
him
to
a
that is
finish
we
up.
go back to the party,
Cool,
right?
cool,
Foresight,
foresight.
foresight,
You
you make
can
the
run down
JLT
the
look
party
like, you make the
and see
JLT look like we have beer down Savaya foresight. Go where you figure, we don't want you back now.
You're not
Go where
JLT,
you
man. Come
figure.
off, man. Come off, man. Come off.
Anyway,
Yeah,
mute
Anyway,
foresight, mute that
so
foresight.
me I finish up
Mute
now.
foresight.
So
Mute
me I
foresight,
finish
please.
up now.
Yeah.
So this is it. So not farmer test, none at all. All the doctor do write her a prescription and send her home. That's all. No test, no do it any CT scan, any heart test, not like because public generally don't have any of the diagnostic machine. Your government, the Jamaica Labour Party government, under Mr. Tufton say it better rent diagnostic machine and pay the private man to do diagnostic services on the people than have the machine in house, because Dr. Tufton talk it, $2 billion in diagnostic services have been paid to private entity. You know what CT scan machine that could have behind, MRI machine, all type of diagnostic machine that could have buy, when we have spent $2 billion with Apex and all of those pretty nice place there where them friend them and them big friend them work. No. The Jamaican people deserve better. They deserve better. And then now we come to the maternal deaths and infant deaths that are happening in the system. We are far above what the world is saying that we should have. The world standard in one place and we go gone over it by a mile and a gully. And they say it's gone, you know. And yet still we had a prime minister that said if he was in power, the baby would not die.
Jordan, you have to land, you know. You can't, you
Baby
talk,
mother
you
them
talk
say.
long still. You have to land,
Yeah,
bro.
me and land, you know, my last statement. The baby mothers, listen to this too. I mean, want any baby mother they out there. You are likely to die in the public health sector today than in 1980. I pray for you, any baby mother that are pregnant now, I go at the Jubilee Hospital or any other public health facility. I pray that you have a safe and blessed delivery. But bear in mind that you are likely to die today than in 1980. And that on me says so. Dr. Abrams can tell you that. The gynecologist, Dr. Abrams, can tell you. Say on a line, me I tell. And Dr. Abrams working at the system for many years.
That's Dr. Abrams' opinion, bro.
Okay, all right. That's my
And we all
landing.
know who Dr. Abrams is, but we're not. So you can't. You think Dr. Abrams not had no validity?
Foresight. Hey, everybody, I beg a couple minutes. Foresight, Mama, what me will like to read. Mama, will I read?
Well, I'm thinking it come down to me.
No, man, me just want to read.
Before you,
so me not gonna talk then. Everybody have to talk before me can talk. So me can't address.
Before we leave,
we can't address Jordan and then only talk. Since I'm me one
before
day.
we leave the house issue, I just want to put two statistics on the table. There is presently 700,000 people living in squatter settlement. We have an inflation rate coming from 7% to 4.3%. And we have a poverty rate at 22%. How the ordinary Jamaican will be able to afford either 1 or a 2-bedroom house, which has been sold for between $26 and $30 million. That is what I am putting on the table.
That's a question?
Foresight, go on.
All right. There are a lot of persons in Jamaica who are struggling to buy a house. That's not the point, right? We have to look at sometimes, you see, what the problem with Jamaica, you know, we as a people, right? We just look at the immediate circumstance. We don't have any vision. We don't look at programs and evaluate programs. So we look at where we are, but we don't look at where we are going. No, the government, it is this government that said they're going to reserve 10%, right, of NHE houses for young people. It is also this government who started a start-at-home project with a buyback clause, right? To say, okay then, we understand the concerns of the young people. A lot of people want to buy a house, but they don't want to start or use the NHE benefit and what is considered not to be an ideal house for them. So sometimes, because of the challenges, right, they want to use the NHT benefit, right?
Foresight, excuse me. Foresight,
hold on, man.
You know, man, me not cut you, man. Me just make ear. Listen, me. Foresight. You ever hear about something named site and service? When you come back, me just want to ask. And then you continue.
But you, when you get from as I this go and start.
No, that's why I'm asking about site and service. That's why I'm asking about site and service. So
Actually, every NHC scheme, there's a starter unit which then give a 1-bedroom.
Of course.
Every scheme.
Inga class, like me ask him. Yeah. No ask you. You ever hear about site and service?
Hold on, man. I'm here talking.
Me ask if you ever hear about that. Me just ask you. I me ask you. How old are you? Me just ask you first, please.
Hold on, man. Hold on, you Richards, because me I go get to everything right now, right?
No, me just want to ask your age group. I want to know how to answer the question. I want to know your age. What age group you?
So
me 56. No, me 56 years old.
So the buyback clause now, right, will ensure that people can start with a home, right? They don't have to worry about it being the ideal home. You can just buy a house as a start, right? And without losing your benefits to buy a house in the event that you might you might something there, expand, your family might expand, and you need to upgrade, you know, to a 2-bedroom or a 3-bedroom. Those houses, I think the first set will be built in Vineyard Town, right? So the manifestation of that into a benefit to the people, right, is something that we have to look at in the future. So we can't just look at where we are. Let me tell you something, you know. You see, both governments, whether PNP or JLP form the government, you're going to have issues. People are going to have challenges. What you have to judge a government by is what policy the government have to address the issues. That's all you have to judge a government, right? What are they doing about the problems that the people face, right? And I'm saying I support the JLP because I see more being done to address most concerns of people. So it's not even about where we are now. Because yes, there are still a lot of issues that people have, still a lot of challenges that people have. But the Andrew-led administration, right, I would say is doing a lot to address the issues, right, and the challenges that people face. So some might not materialize yet. So we can't just look on what we then know and this and that.
Years of promises.
So I'm not saying that you don't have people struggling to buy houses. I'm not saying that far more young people should be able to buy a house. But you can't blame the government for everything because what you have is a situation of demand and supply. And if demand is higher for house, then house prices are going to go up under any government.
Yeah, but first, I listen to more of a conversation.
If PNP should form the government, the same thing. If the demand remains high for
No. It will be different. Don't talk to the PNP. No, don't talk to the PNP. Because we're prioritized now. Listen to me, first, you're slow talk. I'm more me all the reason. That's why I ask you age group because you have 56. Me no want to ask you something because you bring up status thing that obviously you don't know about the NH. Just come in. So obviously you're in your 20s. Me just ask. Foresight.
You know, in my 20s, man. But go on. You don't need to know me.
But listen, man, because you bring up something, you say starter thing.
Anything you have to say, if you have something to educate upon.
No. But I'm saying to you, if we are reason, I will reason with respect, because I'm saying to you, you bring up.
You no matter my age, if me don't know. So me don't know about the side program. So go ahead with the program.
Okay. You bring up the starter service. There is something like from energy in the existence. We have a starter program. From the existence. All right. You mentioned something like Andrew will say buyback. I'm gonna get a one room house for NHT. Listen that you say I say. I'm gonna get a one room to an NHT. And then they want to move to a 2 room and then we'll go to NHT and apply for a 2 room and they go NHT buy back the 1 room. Now say Andrew what you say.
Yeah, they can sell it back to the trust.
Yeah. Listen if that makes sense now. Me get a 1 room house for NHT. And me get money and build, add more. Me say my family get bigger, me add on the 1 room.
No. You can't add. You have to sell it.
I tell you what me do. Listen me now, man. I tell you what me do. So me tell you it makes sense for you to have a 1 room house. And then you go take and put yourself, you get a 30-year mortgage. You live that house 10 years. Then you go start back with a 30-year mortgage again. That makes sense?
Bro.
There's a reason. No. That makes sense.
Hold on. Let me say something to you. A lot of people, you know, where you don't really understand, you know. A lot of people, right? Young people want to buy a house now. So them at 22, they want to buy a house.
So me at 24, me get my 1 room house.
Cool. So you're 24. You are 24. Hold on.
Yeah, get a 1 room
bro, you're 24, right?
Get a 1 room. Yes.
Currently, you don't have an option to buy a house at 24, right? Because the houses that are being sold are maybe
$1 million. Young people can afford more house. You are confused yourself, my general. You just the government. Young people can afford more house and young people can buy more.
Yes, more young people are buying houses, but that not still say you don't have young people who still can buy house. And I'm giving you a scenario now.
Owen Marina, wait now, listen, man. Owen Marina asked Jordan. There's something Mark answer him individually now suffer. Jordan, I make it look like Mara make it look like
no, you have the conversation. Mara stop the conversation.
No. Me and you stop the conversation. But
but you go back to Mara. Me and you are talk now.
Yeah, but me and you talk, but me go back to your thing.
You ask that question and me try to answer it and you go back to different conversation. Brother, listen no man. You're 24 now. You're in a position where you can't afford none of the house them on the market. And you build some house you can't afford, right? Me just give you a scenario, right? That's your reality, right? Prior to that, you have persons who have to wait longer to buy a house. Now the government say, all right, for young people, me I go bring some houses within on reach. Some 1 bedroom, we call starter home. Right? Prior to this policy now, you would have young people who say, yo, I want a house, but I don't want to use my NHG benefit for a one house. Because that was my reality, for a one bedroom. Because I'm going to lose it for a one bedroom. I know, so when my family grow, I'm going to need to upgrade 2 bedroom. What this policy does now, it eliminates that concern. Me know so I can buy a house just to start and have the opportunity to sell it back. Right? If me sell it back when me are 30.
That's
right?
Hey, we know.
Hold on, man.
22. You're 22 when you buy the house. You're 22 when you buy the house.
Hold on.
No, you're 22 when you buy the house.
Wait till me done answer
But
the
what
first
are
one
the
you asked me
clause
now.
of when you buy that house from NHT?
Him
Because
ask me,
you have to do certain amount. Hold on,
you ask me if
foresight. You
it
have to
starts
have
with
certain
another
amount of
30-year mortgage,
years.
if it makes sense. And me, I go tell you.
Foresight.
But you have to have certain amount of years in before you can actually even think about. You have a certain amount of years before you can actually think about
Yes,
doing
provided
anything
that him
at
have,
all.
them have to come from this, brother. Provided that
Right?
you meet the requirement. Because you
So
can't borrow your I'm saying to you,
whatever the
you
buyback.
purchase that house.
Hold on. Listen now. The buyback housing policy what one of them come up with is as dunce as on argue.
Exactly.
Bro, you can conclude that after. Just let me answer the question.
No, wait, Foresight. And me a reason. Me get your answer.
You make other people come in and they are cut me in the reasoning when you answer the question. You ask if it makes sense, bro. I'm not answer yet.
No, but me I try to stop you.
You can't stop me in the middle and me answering you.
No,
You stop me for asking this question.
Yeah, answer when I ask you.
No,
Let
but
me react you again.
I'm coming to that.
No,
I'm coming to that.
no,
Bro, if you
no.
allow me to finish, you will see me answer the question. You ask me if it makes sense to start over an next 30-year mortgage.
Foresight,
Well,
this question with me ask. Because
no,
you say NHT mandate, you know man, NHT mandate, and nothing nobody go buy house on NHT cash. NHT mandate to give you a mark to get a house. If you can buy a house,
cash,
you go, remember the fish shot on. You
right,
just say a while ago. If house are building, you can buy one, kind of want to get a mortgage. So if you can buy a house, you want NHT for do. If you can buy a house. NHT have to me a person as a startup house me get. Them build one room house and a startup that. That's a one room. That is a startup. One room, you get a one room quad where you get the back, front, and side. So you build on the top and the 2 side and the front. That's what we get. You get me? I said, so listen to me, I go say now. That the infant existence of the NHT. I know Andrew Wallace carrying. It's something when proposed to be buyback, meaning me I go apply for a NHT, get a one room house. We are 30-year mortgage. After 10 years now, me I go have a family and say I want 2 room. And me I go sell back that and go buy back a 2 room house to get the next 30 year. So me have got me start the next 30 year again.
It's too long, sir. You have to allow me to answer the question.
All right, mute. Let me talk. Me not have a question. Let me talk. Me alone talk.
No, that's
my
one
time.
side.
You just finish. You just finish talk while ago. Because you tell me say my question too long and me I tell you.
Bro, address the question and the concern.
No,
because
no,
it has to be two-sided, bro. It has to be two-sided. Bro, you want to talk, you want a monologue. Yo, allow me to talk. Allow me to respond to that.
You've been send some roses on the platform, although Kerry is a cheerleader
NHT didn't have a buyback clause to it, bro. So we don't talk about what you will not talk about. You have to look on the policy in its entirety. We don't talk about NHT did sell quad or 1 bedroom house. That's just piece of the policy, bro. What I'm saying now, you have a buyback clause.
So explain the buyback clause to me.
Whether or not NHT used to sell 1 bedroom house or 2 bedroom
Explain the buyback clause. You know? Explain the buyback clause. Explain the buyback clause.
The buyback clause is straightforward. You can sell it back to the trust. What is that to explain?
What did you say a while ago? You said if you don't want to get a mortgage and a debt, you can buy a house.
No, you said that, bro.
No, but if you
Bro,
buy, hold on,
let me clarify. Because you misunderstand.
Hold on, you return.
I'm saying to you.
But if you buy a quad, if you buy a quad.
Hold on, Cosmo, you can't come in yet. Hold on, let me address you. A lot of young people want to buy a house now. They don't want to use the NHT benefits, right? To buy a house that is not going to be ideal. For maybe you'd call it a nuclear family, right? So they might take a while to wait until they can afford a 2-bedroom house. What it does now, eliminate that concern. You as a bachelor or whatever, you can buy a house now through the NHT without losing your benefit. It has to make a difference. Because what it means now, that if at the time when your family grow and you start have like 2 kids and a wife, or your wife, right? You no longer have to, you're not in the position now to say, oh, you have lost your benefits to a 1-bedroom house. You can sell back that house, right? And buy a bigger house through the trust. You can benefit again through the NHP. It has to be a good thing. No, hold on.
No, man, and my segment, you can't want to take over my argument. You cannot want to take over my thing because me can have debunk what you say a while ago.
We're talking about starting over a mortgage at a certain age.
General, it's my segment that me not like to leave right now. And me I tell you, say, whoop you me talk. And me I tell you,
you alone talk.
This is what me I say.
You know,
the NHT have always have a thing where you say refinancing. You see, you have a problem with NHT. If you buy a one house, let me know. You buy a one house. All right? First of them, you forget $7.5 million. You buy a one house. Remember? Yeah. Morning. Oh, that's me. Morning. You're entitled to $7.5 million. All right? All right. So then be the house, and the house is for $3 million. At the time, I tell you, the house is for $4 million. You're still entitled. You still live and you spend like about 4 or 5 years, you can go get back. You can get that $3 million to add on that house. So what I'm saying now, if food better if you bring something like that.
Home improvement loan you talk about.
Let me don't talk now. Let me don't talk. And my second time, me alone.
You said one time from a trust, brother.
What? No go so. That me say no about NHT. That's me ask your age. Me ask your age. You no go so.
Can I say something?
Yes, come here, please.
Yes, because the question which I want to ask Foresight, how does what the government is doing now, building houses for 26 and 30 million, impact the 700,000 persons who are living in squatter settlement?
Which housing development go for 26 million with the government bill, apart from Rootven Road? Which other one?
Yeah. Well, I don't know if the government. You see, hold on, man. The government went into a partnership with a company recently to build some houses to sell back to the NHT. When the houses were ready, what did gentleman do?
Which
sell the house.
Which development? Man, so which development apart from
hold on, you will know.
Lies every day upon social media,
listen,
brother.
And you will know.
Ask you and hold accountable to no lie. I mean, I ask you.
No, listen, and you will know.
You short something.
The National Housing Trust.
Ask the one question.
Which
national development apart from Road
you have to ask the question or you have to answer it yourself.
26 million, that's your opening statement a while ago. You said the NHT or the government bill of the 26 million. Me ask you one question, brother.
Hold on, man.
Which development apart from Rootven Road? Which development?
Rootven Road was
self development. Which one of them? Right? What's sell for 26 million? We still are wait for an answer them. I don't want you to go around before you answer that. Which one of them?
You have to listen, You have to listen. You listen.
Yeah, listen to the answer.
The government, the National Housing Trust, loan a developer 650 million.
Which one? Which
one?
Hold on,
listen, brother. You have to listen. The developer got $650 million from the Housing Trust to build houses to sell back to the NHT to be sold to low-income earners. When the scheme was finished, the developer sell the house on the open market and give back the Housing Trust the $650 million. It went to arbitration, and there was a penalty of $20 million.
Which development?
Which development?
Me can't say the PNP do that.
Hold on. No, just listen. Don't listen to respond.
Bro. We don't do this all the while on the social media. Me I go ask you which one is the difference with me.
Go
listen. When I start, I point you.
Go on the Housing Trust website.
Bro,
go on the Housing Trust website.
Ask you which development is that? Which one?
Wait a minute, mute it. You see you a while ago, you Foresight. When you attack, we love talk, and we put me attack, and we love you in a
which development? Just don't come out and talk like that.
But you're
Tell
not
me
talking
which
about garbage.
development.
You're not talking about garbage. Well, again, well, if you talking garbage, and then it start debunking. You start, mute your mic, and when the man asks, make him finish, then he must say, what he must say. And that's simple, that, Because when you're
Go ahead, you there. All right, let him go ahead. Let him go ahead with
man,
him life. Let
listen,
him go
man,
ahead with
the
him.
two when you talk with mute your mic, and I mean, you talk, not make sense, We
All
just
right.
do it with respect.
All right, cool. So go
All right.
ahead, you there. Because I just have
Yeah, yeah. As I was saying, when the houses were finished,
The
the
houses are
gentleman go back.
well under you, Blair. Dexim Housing Development, Discovery Bay. It was a 2.5 billion contract. NHP gave them 650 million to deliver 200 houses to them. All right, that's it. Go ahead, Blair.
When the houses were finished, what the contractor did? Sell the house for himself and give out the house in trust to $650 million. The point I am making is that why does the government enter into contracts like those when we have 700,000 persons living in squatter settlement? How does those type of contract impact the delivery of house where those 700,000, which is a quarter of the population?
Can I answer now, you Blair? I don't know of
Go
those
ahead.
contracts. And if you know of them, please make it be known to us, please. But
No, Jordan, just give you the information you asked for a while ago.
I don't know how much those houses were sold for. I don't know where Jordan get that from. Let me tell something to you. When I must understand.
Listen, you can't come here and reason in a vacuum, my brother. You have to come prepared to reason with your information and your facts.
In the news.
You, Blair, you present an argument, and I ask you for proof of the argument, and you turn to Jordan.
My young student did the research and bring up because I am speaking, so he had the time to get the
You can't tell me
information.
which development. I don't know of it, right?
Repeat it again, Jordan, for the persons on the platform. Just repeat it for the persons listening on the platform.
What do you do when you're living in Jamaica?
So they are Jamaica now.
Are you
know what is happening in Jamaica? We're up on the ground, man. We're up on the ground, so we know what's going on.
Up on the ground, and you don't know that
because that information was in the public sphere.
Okay, and then sign a non-disclosure agreement.
And they sign a non-disclosure agreement. So I don't know them something there.
So without the government start to build low-income schemes and low-income houses and regularized sections of the informal communities, then they will not be making an impact where housing is concerned, where quarter of the population of Jamaica is living in squatter settlement with no infrastructure.
You, Blair.
And you're talking about the impact the government has been making in the housing market.
You, Blair.
The government said the economy is growing, yet still they are taking $11.5 million from the housing trust. Why? Yeah, 11.5 billion. Why not allow those money to be spent to build low-income houses for persons in the region of $6 and $7 million? Why build house starting at $26 million and talking that you're making impact when we have 700,000 persons living in squatter settlement?
You, Blair, you might think that I'm here, right, putting forward an argument, right, to challenge a view that the NHC can do more. I'm not. I've always maintained that the NHC can do more, but not only under JLP government, even under PNP government, right? I've always maintained that view. What I'm saying to you, you're talking about low-income houses. I want to ask you one question. What do you consider to be low-income houses? Because you have to understand that low-income...
My consideration of low-income houses is between $6 and $8 million. $6
and $8 million?
Yes. If you see, even if we build a one-room squad and give them, and them will take them own time and develop it. Just like what they did in Portmore. But to construct a house or to allow the NHT funds to be used by developers to construct houses for between $26 and $30 million. Those 700 persons who are living in squatter settlement will not be able to access none of those schemes. And
All
that
right.
is the point I am making.
There are a lot of people who can afford the prices, the houses that are being sold at the current prices. We understand that. We all can agree on that. But what we want you to understand, right? You talk about the $40 million house and the houses above crossroads. Crazy development are going on in our country, right?
Beg on a minute.
You say that now, we can't. I'm gonna go beg a minute now in a big land.
Just pause a minute.
Me one day I say no, brother. And me one day I say no. You can't beg a minute yet, just wait till me done. No. What I'm saying that
Hold on.
spending power and purchasing power.
What I'm going to say.
For houses as
Just listen to what I'm saying. But just pause a minute.
Listen first. Listen.
Under the PJ Patterson
You know,
administration, right? When they drive the housing development at Portmore. Hello? You hear me?
Bro.
We are here.
You not hear me, so I don't know. You not listen to. I was in the middle of
Sean, you hear me?
Yeah, man, I hear you.
Right, so
you were there, all right, let me just go and talk to you. You were there, let me say something to you. It's the demand, brother, under any government. It's the demand that will drive up our prices. So if there is more demand on JLP for houses, because people life has improved, right? Then the house prices are going to be higher. Once the demand is higher, the price for houses are going to be higher.
No, hey,
it's as simple as that.
That's rubbish. No, I don't buy that statement.
Once the demand is higher,
no, this is not a demand.
Rubbish.
The major demand is for low income housing.
Mr. Big Foresight. Mr. Dino asks what is the mandate of the NHG, and you say. So you're going to say what you say. The NHG have to make money. The NHG is not there to make money.
No, I was talking about the NHT.
Let me finish up.
I'm talking about. That's why you're not let me finish up.
General, I debunk your question.
No, but hold on. Overall, bro.
You said the demand for houses, where you want more money, the demand for houses, the private sector. But the NHT was found with a mandate to build affordable houses, low-income houses for its contributors, which is the majority of Jamaica people. So listen to me now. Hold on. You want to finish. Yes, me tell you, mute.
NHG has an obligation, brother, right?
Yes.
To build houses for its contributors, right?
Yes. No. NHT have a mandate to build houses for low-income houses for its contributor. Most of NHT contributors are low-income earners.
Affordable. That's a major word. Affordable.
Affordable. You know me to build a $50 million house.
No, but do not say that. So we agree on that. Yeah, but you not to go there, so. We know we're not about $50 million.
We're not affordable, meaning house to build past 7.5 or 15.
All right. Tell me which category under the NHT doesn't deserve a house? Which category of people? Because remember, saying only poor people alone can something. You know.
Right.
Foresight. Let me tell you. 60% of NHT contributor will never get a contribution. That is a robbery. Data robbery. And if the NHT must be repurposed, use the $11.5 billion and build house, give the people them.
That's how Mark going to propose.
They cannot afford it. Because robbery that Foresight for you take from
and
people and you can't give them house.
This is not a conversation about how the NHT operate. Because me think the NHT can do better. Remember, we have to talk within the context of what is happening under the JLP versus what was happening under the PNP. That 60% where you say you can apply that to what was happening under the PNP as well. 60% of contributors, you could have said that while the PNP was in power too. Because majority of the contributors under any government was not able to afford the houses that were being built.
If a person can buy a house for $30 and $40 million, he should not have to buy the house through the own NHT.
We have more persons buying houses through the NHT now than before.
Mr. Blair, am I going away? Listen, let me say something. The NHT mandate First and foremost, the NHT come out of the period of socialism, meaning the wealthy provide for the poor. So of course, a man will earn 6-7 figure. Him now look benefit from NHT. But that's a
No,
man. Yeah.
him not look for buy an NHT project, you mean?
Can me don't talk they come in go say we are me done.
Alright, go ahead.
Not the NHT I come from out of one is socialist period. NHT is a socialist program. That's what I'm saying. Most of the big top director company will pay millions of dollars for NHT. Now go benefit from NHT. Because the only thing they allowed to do is $7.5 million. Everybody, okay, much money you throw? $7.5 million. So them the money.
And them don't need that.
Them don't need, wait, man. So if they want, they can still take a house and get them sweetheart or them that. Charge them not do it. So when they say most people not benefit from it. So guess what it's supposed to be now? When them the money are coming at NHT, then the money make up NHT, you know. So that it can be like affordable house to his members, you know. So I'm saying to you, NHT is not here to make profit. NHT is here to build house, sell to people, use the mortgage, build house, and build house, and build house, so people will always get house. NHT is not supposed to run on your housing market if you have below 30, 20, 40 million.
No.
But NHT, but you, Richard, remember NHT also have for those who don't really want NHT money for build house. They have their house already. There are other programs that NHT run.
But them can't borrow the but them you can't take they can't take the $7 million and do hard on their house and they have anything they want to do. Them still entitled. But I'm saying to you, the building out the house now. The building out the house. I feel the majority of the people, I know for the government taking money and build police station. NHT not for build police station. NHT not for fix hospital. NHT money for build out and not for take money and show up the budget of the government will start from the People's National Party 2015. That was the purpose of NHT. We did not buy, and that was the richest agency we have. And then said, if 4 years,
you Richard, because you want to talk half an hour, and you're not going to give nobody else a chance. Me are the one person.
No, but hold on there.
You don't give nobody else a chance to talk. And it's so nicey because
you can't cut me at this important moment. Listen, me, man.
Hold on there, you. Give me you. Hold on there, I'm saying something. May have one labor right up there. Which PNP want give away them box? Make me put up on
the empty box up there. But we not agree anybody we are coming for and sitting. You listen now, foresight. As I say foresight, hear me.
Empty box, no, did I?
My box empty. My box empty.
May I tell you where the NHT purpose?
You give me more time than anybody else because I want up here as labor, right?
You talk more. You talk more because you're interjecting. I don't talk. I talk. I come in and say, I'm saying.
Don't talk.
Yeah, NHT and not use money and stop the budget like we are going there last time. Agree. When we in this IMF deal, mute Mr. Blair.
The Prime Minister in a statement said NHT is a financial institution. It is no longer trusted as a financial. That's why we use up the money.
Exactly. So the point me I try to get that now. When I say no. So during the time, them say the NHT have excess money, so you can use it for 4 years for budgetary support for the IMF thing. The government today, as opposition then, threatened to carry the PNP to the government to court, said no, you cannot use a dedicated fund and there, blah blah. Then when him comes to power, when he go see more money in there, instead of use the money and build affordable house for people, instead use the money, taking money continuously.
You Richards, him carry the government
15 and then Jordan will come and do a 15.
No.
It's no balance, bro.
Are you going to talk time? Then
after not done you.
Sean, Wagwan.
You big up yourself, JLP.
Show.
Yeah, let me finish your answer. Let me answer. Because we are loyal. And when you say if you're the mute, you might stop cutting, that done long time.
No, but so I have to cut because I don't get a chance if you not cut, bro. That me have to. If me don't get a chance, me come and talk.
Man, I'm wicked, man. So let me finish that now. So instead the government, for the last almost 9 years, the government take out $110 billion from NHT. Yeah? You know what house I could have built? And listen to the piece again. The government a grew one house, a cut ribbon. None of them the house no value $8 million. So that's why Mark Goodness, when he become government, he might go bring the NHT to glory, where they will build $7.5 million house and $50 million. In the supply and demand, he might buy, he might build house, he might make NHT build house where they might lend to the contributors. So a family of two can take a 2-room house, and a young teacher or a young nurse can buy one startup unit. This is 1 room. When never start an Angelis. It's a money to
You can do now. I say some of jail people coming after. Can you finish now?
Yeah, more you continue upon the program where they pan when we do say about NHT.
Me always a continue. I want always a cut me. Listen, bro. Because PNP supporters, right, still have vote for a man that is no longer alive. Michael Manley. All PNP talk about a bring back. No,
PNP supporters vote for a party, brother.
Talk na your chat. Man, no man talk no man.
PNP vote for a party.
One of the things you understand, you have two types of way where people, right, think about taking care of, a government might think about taking care of the needs of people, right? Taking care of poor people. Now I use PNP talk. Poor people. The PNP approach, right, is to serve people who are seeking sympathy in poverty, but not opportunities to get out of poverty, right? That's one. So the sympathy and welfare program, PNP have no problem creating more poverty. What they do, they create shovelloads of poverty and give you a teaspoon of benefit, right? That's how the PNP operate. The JLP deal with uplifting poor people out of poverty, right? So you expand, you create a stronger economy, you provide more opportunities, right? And people, by way of having more opportunities, right, available to them, are able to buy more, access more resources, and lift themselves out of poverty. Because I'm here on the talk all the while, right? That's the jail.
All right, land this one.
No, me not land. Because you, Richard,
land this one.
One of the things you must understand.
Foresight, the JB was brilliant people out of poverty.
Back in the days, hold on.
I'm not blind. I'm not blind. No, see that.
Let
me talk.
Foresight, lad, no?
All PNP talk about, right, a pity politics, right? Keep people poor, right? And just give them bare minimum, and you praise them like lads. Give them bare minimum and poverty. That is the PNP approach to addressing the poverty issue. No.
Tell me the JLP approach.
No, so what I'm saying, back in the days when NHT were building houses, right?
The JLP approach. Go to the back in the days. Tell us the JLP approach.
No, you're a JLP approach. The JLP approach is to give you things. We're not chat.
We
just give you what we give you.
More people used to have to rely on buying NHT.
JLP, you know much sense.
More people.
No, man, we're not chat. Alice like you know, you chat. Alice chatting us.
You see, when you're ready to start now, every man annoys you up the thing. More people.
Make Foresight, lad, no?
Back in the days, more people, right, had to rely on buying NHT houses for own a home. Far more people, right? Them time they are just NHT and probably see Matalan used to build some of them houses.
You know, that's my problem now. Come here, argue that I don't know how to approach you. Come here, know how you to be.
Nowadays, what you have far more private developer now. Nowadays,
sir. Listen me.
Right?
You're not talking.
Spending power would have improved. Hold on, man. Hold on, spending power would have improved.
We are talking about all of you.
Make me hear you.
If you think you don't make no sense, look how long me think say you don't make no sense, I never cut you. You beg me to hold me silence until you're done. Just do the same now, brother. More people. No, that's life has improved for many people, and more people spending power has improved for many people. You have far more housing options now by both private developers, and you still have the NHE build houses, but you have far more people now, right, who are able to buy houses on the open market from private developers, right, and not NHE. And that's a fact. We can see that clearly. right? Some people might say, me don't want
Don't
NHD.
know, don't know.
Hold on,
Land
man.
now, man. Land.
Hold on. You never tell
Land,
me
man. Land.
you never, no, you never tell you
Land now, man. Land now.
I'm not,
Don't talk, man.
This is not a monologue. This is a dialogue.
So why you never tell you Richard's that?
Like you never tell you. Tell your comrade friend that now.
You tell you Richard be done and him done. So why you can't
Hold
done?
on. Far more people know with the spending power them have. And that
Last statement. Last
Angela
statement.
administration. Because
Last
PNP
statement.
culture, you know.
Mr.
Right?
Beer, allow
It's
Mr. Beer, man.
opportunities.
Mr. Beer, leave him.
No, man, continue.
PNP
Whole bag of garbage with you, Richard.
Leave him, Mr. Beer, you'll get time to bump him.
PNP culture, PNP's culture to seek sympathy, not opportunities. So under the Angela administration, with people having more now to spend, right? And you have far more developers now who are private developers. You have Gore, you have Chemtech, you have New Era, right? So the reliance on NHT alone as a housing
all of those come in since 2016. Now that's what I don't know your age.
So
Me
hold
argue
on,
that somebody
hold
know
on,
your age.
hold on.
Richard, let him go and talk, Richard. Let him
I'm
go and
talking
talk.
about what is available to people now as an option.
And none of them now build cheap house, but continue foresight.
All of the houses, whether them cheap or not, the fact of the matter is that they are all sold out. The $50 million house them are sold out. The $60 million house them are sold out.
And that is what you're
Hold
saying.
on, Jordan, make him finish because me have to ask him now.
All of these houses, the demand overall for houses, not only because you, Richard, talk about the NHT houses. We should go back to that. Said yeah, the mandate is to build low income houses, right? And I say affordable houses that are affordable to its contributors. You have far more contributors now, right? To the NHT that is not relying on the normal scheme 2-bedroom house. They want something more. That is why they have to be the root vent, because there are contributors who are contributing to the NHT. We don't necessarily want the average income houses.
Foresight. Did you listen to what the NHTs where they say why they build Reuven? Did you listen to that where them say why they build Reuven? Where them they tell you why them build Reuven?
Oi, let me tell you something, man. So right now, we're not talking about NHT. Andrew honest climb over NHT long time, fly past and gone. Long time left NHT back.
Name of the money.
Where man a do right now for Jamaica, NHT can't walk nothing near side that to not do something like
that. Oh, you jump in, him just jump out and you just
anything. Look how long on the program.
Come on, land JB, make foresight.
You just beg me to talk. I'm going to do that.
I stop your foresight. I jump in you.
Sean, yeah, mute him for me, please. And when you put people to discuss policies and not just come up with just interrupt the conversation, because all I'm come up with to do is interrupt. You not come up with put on no input into
nothing with sense.
Yet.
Nothing with no sense.
All you come up with to do is interrupt. When you have foresight up there trying to explain something, him himself I come and jump and try to go over what theme on a person they say. Shut your mouth, mute your mic.
No, you can't shut my mouth. What you do?
Make foresight finish.
I said, but one team alone, they're not 7 to 8 alone.
Make foresight finish.
So demand now is different from demand back is it? What is demand? Demand is when you have a need for something and it's backed by purchasing power, right? That's when it becomes a demand, right? It has to be backed by purchasing power. So if house prices are going up now and Jamaica is getting dearer, it means that there's a greater demand for Jamaica. So that's a good reflection and a positive reflection on the government, right? Because government don't intervene and interfere with house prices. Now, if you're talking about NHT, right? If you're talking about NHT, from me know myself, under both governments, right? It is always the case where you have an individual have a partner with them spouse to buy a house. That's always the case. That's nothing unique to NHT. There was quad. There was a thing with the NHT used to build some quads back in Portmore, right? And I don't know. I mean, not really know what a quad buyer, so I can't talk on that. But I imagine that maybe those probably
$400,000 1995.
Yeah, but $400,000. But you can't just look on it. So $400,000 was inflation, and so it was good money at that time. A lot of people still couldn't afford it. It's not you can't look on it. You can't look at 400,000 as though you'd look at 400,000.
Much time when I cut the man. I mean, up that. So much time when I cut the man.
Wait a man, at the time, Edge was giving you $2 million. Wait no, at the time, Edge was giving you $2 million. So I only get 450 out of mine. And then after that, then give you the other rest to add on, you know. So move from 1 to 2.
Yeah, but you, Richard.
You get it.
That's why I ask the age. That's why I ask the age. Can I connect? You don't know these things.
You, Richards, let me say something to you. I know when Portmore did a sell quad, right? When quad did a sell a Portmore. I know quite a few people will struggle to buy a house at Portmore them time. The same way. Struggle to buy a quad. So there are challenges, bro, under any government. In any time. I mean, now I say, you know, people have challenges now buying houses. I'm not saying that, you know. You know, understand. I'm saying more young people are able to buy houses now than back then.
No, never. Never.
All right, cool.
Never.
Well, go on research. Go on research.
In the 90s, in the 90s, in my 20s, and most 20-year-olds used to buy a house in Portmore and Landsville and all them scheme. And most 20-year-olds will build them. A big young piece to build them out.
I buy my own with my 20-year-old.
So I don't know what you're talking about. A
20-year-old now buy a house now. That's what you say?
Hardly. No, don't do that, man. Don't do that. You
what I am telling you is that more of them are buying houses now.
Because you have 16 you want to buy your house in the mother name. So what am I saying?
How is it a 16-year-old to get?
Also true what means.
Not
NHT. Not NHT for sure.
A 16-year-old under the law.
Okay.
Cannot buy a
house.
So I don't know where you contact rubbish.
What we know of? Where them buy the mother name?
16-year-old under the law is not supposed to work. So in that he or she is supposed to buy a house. So everything on this clear shit. You can't have nothing constructive to the conversation.
Let me tell you what the problem is.
You stop chat, man. You don't know what going on. You only just in our house because some girl.
Put somebody else up there, Sean.
You second time JLP to make no sense to you.
No, no, can't chat to we, man. Because we know we're going on the street. Tell the people we're going on the street. When I come to them, say 20-year-old can't buy house. Younger people buy house now. Younger, 20-year-old.
16-year-old.
My never 20-year-old. My never 20-year-old buy a house. You can't tell me nothing.
16-year-old.
Report NHT shows that more young
construction and more.
The number of young
engineer you talk to.
able to buy
You can't tell me nothing. Maybe the house a lot of them.
2016 has tripled.
Which 16-year-old engineer? Well, come on, let's stop the argument. Which 16-year-old you know is an engineer?
You know, you shit for your tax, man. You know, you're nothing, man. I never tell you 16-year-old. Me tell you, the youth at 16 buy us in the mother and father name. Me tell you younger people buy us now.
Drugs.
True what means.
Drugs.
Report out of the NHT.
But when you not say 20-year-old, 20-year-old can I buy us then the time the Anna Michael man in the time when they push drugs? When they do time there?
Foresight, you let them get to that umbrella.
Yeah, true off your argument.
Yeah, because guess what? I said in the 90s, most of 20-year-olds when they also have Lansville and Portmore, with them in the 50s, no.
Oh, you see, in the 20s, me build a lot of house. I build me from all. When? You see, we have to Lansville, don't ever come to me and tell me about Lansville, 20-year-old buy house in a Lansville. I build them house in there, so I mean, I get no house from the 20-year-old in a Lansville buy no house. Me, I get none. I will go from all angle to all angle. You can't tell me that. I'm me attack of a fact. Me they probably grown in a Lansville, so you couldn't tell me that.
You can't comprehend.
Richards, you had built and own land back in the days. And you have built communities. The chaka business done. We don't want the country to go back to that. The chaka days done.
First time you're king, you.
Right? The chaka days done, bro. We don't live
with them people.
Take advantage of the opportunities for the government.
One thing we know still, one second door. PNP
is for sure, no. Guess what? You see the dependency and the seeking of sympathy when one government.
Hold on, then Foresight. Hold on,
I'm gonna put a rather than lifting up yourself to the bar.
Yes.
But Foresight.
Yes, Foresight.
You still a chat. You can't mute your mic now.
Pity politics done.
Foresight.
Alright,
Chaka
You
chaka
can't mute your mic now, brother.
settlement.
Yeah, you see
No,
them
no,
do
no,
Spanish
but
town.
chaka chaka
Them
come
and
to
Joe
settlement.
politics, they done foresight. So them do Spanish town and Joe thing in a
They
Jamaica
can't
done
win
with
argument,
PNP.
so they might mash up here.
It done.
Settlement done.
Lock off.
Make them talk.
Mark
Then done. Then zero.
I'm going to board house
This
pan land.
stagnant life for them,
I'm
you
going to
live
land
on
to
some
build
life for them
but
want.
chaka chaka coming. I don't want to country. You know, say a first
Done in
world
Jamaica.
already. You know, say a first world.
Different thing happening in Jamaica. Fact we are
different
dealing with the
thing.
people are working
You
right
can
here.
lift them standard. I just PNP
Thank
now
you.
to start lift up them standard and start look for
Foresight.
opportunities.
They're
You
ready
still
to go
look
in
to
the
simple
engine and
now.
up there.
You see government to create one opportunity.
If you think all of them they are
You lift
facts in
up yourself.
Jamaica.
You lift up on yourself and stop talking about sympathy.
If you think all of them
John
they are
Sam.
facts in Jamaica,
John.
then the Prime Minister have to call
John.
the election.
No.
You're going on the street, no.
John, we
Yeah,
don't do
man.
man.
You see development to go on the street, Sean, no. Talk shoot.
Things are going
Right
on.
now, if I youth have a
In
young
the
bike,
street,
I'm
a
not
lot,
here
Sean,
and
no.
15 grand a day.
Yeah,
If I
man.
youth have a young bike, right now I'm idle pan
Sean, you
corner.
not to say,
You can make
look at the type
15
of vehicle
grand
where
a
young
day
youth
for
them drive,
bearer.
Sean. Just say them, no.
Opportunities there, bro.
Yeah, man. Me say you them a push them vehicle, man.
Big time now.
They get it.
Greatest
Anyway.
achievement ever happened
Full
in
of power
Jamaica. No,
politics
and
now. You don't want a government we treat Jamaica like charity. We not go back to
Jamaica
that.
now become
If you think everything all right, the Prime Minister have to call the election.
everything all right, man. You know what you say, but
Yeah.
it's just what happen.
Tell
No,
the Prime Minister to call the election. and
You know
then
where about
show you what
election,
to
man.
do.
You know where about election. You just what happen. Boy, the knockout
You know where about
the
election?
knockout blow did it. You know what about election? Me say no worry about election. The knockout blow is there when it
I
comes.
could have come here, chat,
You see
and
more
then
to check
you
the
run
final
out.
Spanish town, how much all in a chuck. You see more to check the final Spanish town, in a chuck name, chuck and mash up and dump all over. Them a find check in a chuck name. Chuck! You can't find check in a chuck name.
Election and that.
You see who not dealing?
If you want to get chat, man, just call the election.
All
You
election.
think of the kind of balance
Oi.
We're not
With the
government
Alice
that
mode.
encourage no vote listeners now. Yeah. We are only certain
I think I
people.
have this
Only certain man.
Ball.
And poor people in
Lot
that
of people like on a
We
sheep
done with
on a
that
sheep.
government there. We
And
done with that
Don't go
government.
break
The
it
black
to
money
the
get
ticket.
stronger in our country.
It coming, man. Election coming, man.
If we are going to 21 family control the wealth of Jamaica, we are looking at them.
Foresight, you have to
Foresight and JLP, what? Who might can move?
Foresight.
Who might can move? Could just come here with the post,
Hold
vote
on
and
now,
chat.
Foresight.
Hold back and chat.
You go
Man,
for a
hold
long
on,
way.
hold on, man, I get back the program together. Me have Carl Lewis just join the panel. Carl
Before
Lewis.
him come in.
Carl Lewis can't come in until the PNP come in. Because I told him right at all.
Now you know.
Come in.
Now you know. I want to ask.
Hold on, Sean.
No, Carl, you can't come in. Yo, two liberals just chat.
Nah.
Make one chat before him come in.
JLP join now, then can't take Foresight for fool.
Sean.
JLP join now.
Liberate just start.
No, man, you should pay your Alice. You don't know not much. I pay 9.
Yeah, liberate just start.
Go girl, so look at shit up there.
10 minutes.
Later, now go jump off.
Yeah. Make a PNP talk, you know, man. Come on, man.
Make a PNP talk. The rest of program showing a liberate that one JLP did up there, the whole only they have him done. Him couldn't explain himself. Every time he want to explain himself, you jump in. Every time I say something to the next one, other one jump in. Him can't get to go straight to talk to one at a time. Every time somebody else jump up on him. So right now, two labor right up here on the tone. Fool!
JLP, you're done.
After you come up here with your shit mouth, everything go right, you know. And you come up here with your shit
No
mouth.
clear. Behave
Things
yourself.
go
You don't
right.
say you're tiling. You know what you want tiling though.
Your shit mouth and go
You know what you want tiling though.
Like you think you can't come here, come
You're tiling, you know that.
with your shit up mouth.
You don't say you're
Come
tiling.
out of your mouth.
Yo,
You know
Man,
I keep it in.
Yeah,
Who
what
are
tiling still you
responsible
blame?
for side? What on the JLP? Who are responsible for
Keep
side?
it cool, uncle. Keep it cool. Nobody go down.
Wait. Sean, you know the Foresight there, sir. And me have respect for him because I used to him reason and him no come, but it's the umbrella him jail for come up here, sir. Him no come make a sense so him a come and all him a come to take a break. Him a talk like I'm alone of brute force and I am another. I just can't we can't do anything I will say we are alone. So when did I come at you insult and I say
No, tell you, don't insult me. I want to come cash to you. Let me take this to
Because
you
you
don't
come
take
at
disrespect me down. You're mad?
What if
Don't do that. Don't chat to me.
No,
Don't chat.
are you first started?
Lock off from me, man. Chat.
JLP,
Are you first started? So lock off and let somebody talk.
Wait, Mr. Blair, JLP. So you see right as well, you come insult just because you can't read or you can't read, you're dunce. Just left it program.
You don't have the qualification. You can't, you know, break like me. You don't have the qualification in me. You can't read like me. Shut up your mouth.
JLP, you
want me.
talk so much.
And
JLP, you qualify so much.
No, a few
foolishness.
JLP vibes upon it. But call with talk and just come on and you
No, man, no, sir. You just get a 10 minutes.
Happy New Year, Happy New Year, Happy New Year, Happy New Year.
You cannot do that.
Happy New Year.
And you understand this a competition now. This a competition, 3 and all. 3 and 3. This a competition now. 3 we take against around 5 of them. This a competition now.
Yeah. I want to ask you, Richard, and you,
You know, we not come for competition, you know, the competition we come, you know, we come.
Jordan.
But we don't put in a match. We don't put in a competition. So we put it away there. Anyone go with it. If we don't swing it, that's how we did it. If we don't swing it, that's how we did it. Me alone can't take on a
No competition for we, man. Like be laba, bring no facts to the table. You can't compete against we.
Hey, wait. Mr. Blair.
Yes.
Mr. Blair and Mr. Richards, the house them the house them are building in the 90s over Greater Portmore. Who build them?
Them built to NHT with the courtesy of Matalan.
Matalan build them house then.
No. NHT give Mata the contract to build them.
Financed by Battleland, financed by NHT, financed by NHT, money.
Matalan get the contract.
Yeah.
My understanding, I'm stand to be corrected because I now come up and go like me know everything. Me not make it sound like I look like me know everything.
Mr. Lewis,
I understand
everything, Carl. All the PNP know everything, Carl.
Every NHT scheme have an NHT my front with an NHT logo. Everything.
Yeah, my understanding, it was Matalan spearheaded the project. Matalan financed the thing.
No,
I couldn't understand.
The 70s.
You know, alone attack.
There's a spirit that was
I'm trying to tell you. You're still me. I'm trying to tell you.
You know, alone attack. Let me bring out a point, man.
You can't get chance to talk.
Let me bring out a little point, please. Let me bring out a point, man. No. Let me tell you something. You see this year, me not have no time for waste, you know. Me have an election for win. Me not have no time for win. And so far, me I do well. You know, this don't see me on the platform. Me have an election for win. Me not have no time for waste. So when me come up with a conscious reason, me come for reason. Me not have no time for waste. But look at
the
just let me say something, man. Please. I was of the understanding that was Matalan who build these houses. Whether even if it come through contract, Matalan is the person who build them houses. It's not NHT. Matalan and them family, the family Matalan build them. So when the PNP constantly usually talk about a Matalan, a NHT and a PNP build over so and these are not no go so we need to stop it. A Matalan build them house there. We stop it.
Allow Dina for correct, you know. Can't go on Dina.
All right, Carl Lewis, you're talking the original set of houses that were built in Portmore long time was a development by the Matalans. The set of housing scheme we are talking about now was a contract given by Housing Trust to Matalan. So there are Housing Trust houses.
Follow me now, Dino.
A two different set of houses in a
contract. If you give me a road
Carl, what on the Carl? That was underneath the operation price.
No, operation price.
No, operation price.
Okay.
No.
Rather be no support more, brother.
Oh, all right, Dino. Follow me now.
Yeah, man. Are you ready? Operation Pride build. Is he part that you call Leicester Portmore or Operation Pride build up over?
Thank you. I first thought that you talk out of your mouth.
Hey, you're sharp, you know, man. All right, follow me now. If you give me a contract,
wait, Louis, Mr. Louis, wait, Mr. Louis. But just I said Operation Pride on a cruise for every day, say rubber. But me, I'm going to tell you.
in our court right now, it rob up it
Yes,
too.
it
I
rob
no
up
come to.
elsewhere.
It rob up it too. 5 people and still not get them papers to the house all now. Because them papers they use and borrow money and the
One
NHT
scheme
will up
on
on them.
Operation Friday was problem.
Operation Prize a criminal
One scheme alone on
organization.
Operation Friday was problem.
Mr. Blair, if you not answer him now, continue with now, collaborate, make him talk and make him don't talk alone.
We can't make them come up and come spread their wealth and lie.
You Mr. Blair, come up my platform. You don't represent up your can't be a liar because you hear your region just tell a while ago said just tell look where it's Operation Prize operating at Portmore.
Just a look at Portmore. Look, fish and wipe your mouth.
Mr. Blair, exactly. Mr. Blair, if you answer him, he might go dust left. So when he talk garbage, loving garbage, nobody respond in garbage.
Yeah, all right. When I say no, I want to ask Dino this now. Now that we come down and we tone down. Because as I say, GLP, what I want you doing now? I want to focus on winning the third term. No, make the excitement. No, make the excitement. We don't have no time for that this year. A man like me, I tell you that you must know. Dino, what I want to ask you. If you give me a contract, for build a road then in the community. And me respond it same way. I may only respond to just pay the money and leave you up. Now you supposed to build me the house and hand it over. Who's
you build the house, hand it over to me, yeah. Huh?
Yes. So would you say I me build the house? Even when me get the contract for build it?
If I'm my house, I me build my house.
Argument in a pointless argument. This and that.
Sir, I don't like Jordan.
Contractor will build my house.
I don't like
everybody else have one time.
Contractor will build my house. Him own my house.
Why you don't want to every time you see some pint come out, you
Pointless argument, man.
Foolishness.
Pointless argument,
Too much of them the funny man.
Everybody have an answer.
Dino can't give it Ghana.
Jordan, you have to talk to Jordan still in the
Dino talk.
Look here. Hey,
ask you a question.
A capital D in the box below me in a capital D that, you know.
Yeah, but make Dino deal. Dino will deal.
Me and you talk one-on-one now.
You say make it so
Why you answer them? Yeah, why answer them?
If I give a contract
again, are you member?
Carl, what I know? Hear me say Carl.
What are the GLP? Make Dino answer. What are the GLP? Make Dino answer. Mute and make Dino answer.
The question
I work this year.
The question you ask if I give a contract to the house to build, I set a house to build, and they finish it. And say, yes, they're supposed to hand over to me. If I'm going to say anything, I'm saying, me build those houses. Me who finance them, me build those houses. Physically, I'm me lay the block, and the contractor and the team lay the block, but I'm me build the houses, and my finance.
Understand, Carl?
But do not build no house physically. NHT
Better than that, Carl. Better than that. You know you're better than that, man.
NHT not build no house.
You know what the problem? I can't get for build up my argument because a whole heap of people attack one time.
No,
I can't get for build up my argument.
Argument running plain, man. Can you tell me something about that? We've been my house and him own the house.
I'm trying to bring out a pint. I don't know, I don't see it.
You're alone, questions now. Capital D question mark, Sean.
Let me talk the foolishness.
Why capital D?
Let me talk the foolishness. No sorry for me. Let me embarrass myself. No sorry for me. But you can't embarrass me. So no sorry for me. Let me embarrass myself. I constantly love to say that the PNP build a whole heap of house and blow on the trumpet, when indeed is other people build them and sell housing. You know what happened? Matalan is the one who will build the house and sell them to NHC. That is what happened. So they don't come with certain arguments.
That's a fact.
That is not a fact. Matalan build the house and sell it to housing trust. So we stop it. And all the way an idiot. And Jordan, you don't want me to make them pint here. But me know that. And Dino know too. Dino, let him know.
Let me tell you where you go wrong.
Carl, here, me I tell you something, Carl.
Let Dino talk a little bit. Make him answer. But we don't want it to be said, we are talk over them. It's here no night.
Understand how housing trust contracts are run, Carl. the contractors have to have certain amount of money upfront because they are the person going to start the scheme. When you reach a certain percentage, the inspectors are most interested to come in and then grant a check for $1 million towards you. Another stage you come in again. So in fear, it's not a matter of selling housing trust houses. The contract is awarded to sometimes some of the schemes are 4 different contractors they submit it to because one man can't finance the whole thing. It's like any government institution. If the government on the road, the contractors must have to have the money. If they don't have any bank finance them to go ahead with it, they, at a certain stage, the NWA come in and certify it, and that check is drawn to them. So you have, in order to get the contract, you have to have certain amount of money. Matalan mean money. Matalan have money. So they were granted the contracts for housing trust, the schemes in Portmore. And I said, technically, the starting of the project after their money. But it's not a case of them build it and sell to housing trust. No. They were awarded a contract to build these schemes. They have to put their money up front to build, and housing trust rewarded them. Plus, well, anything they spend, they get it back plus empathy.
But do you know, housing trust always got his own money.
Oh, Jesus.
Always got his own money.
Housing trust
Always got his own money. Housing trust don't need material money to build.
Vincent, mute your mic. Vincent, always have a mute your mic.
Vincent, mute your mic. Tell me one scheme anywhere that under PNP.
Look here, Dino, every government contract, the contractor have to start have money.
Of course, you spend your money on it.
Nah, forward give money. Government no forward give nobody money. You have to have the money, can start the work. And then
and if you not have it, you have a good banker who back you.
Jordan, nobody now say a lie you tell with what you just say now. But I am putting this to you, say. The houses them, Matalan build the house them because Matalan's trapped for cash. NHT's trapped for cash too. That is why the government, successful government over the years, can take money from NHT for budget support.
Thank you. Positive things. Yes, I'm sure. Look here now. Let me talk, man. Me not get no talk. Let me talk. Shanstam. JLP. Me say something, man. Me never talk it. Me talk now. Shanstam. No, you can't tell me something. Shanstam, here now. Respect for the your program. Give thanks. Keep up the program. It a go good, but him kata madden. Mute some way when we attack to get it under the right procedure. Everybody can hear way. He must say, when me say where that one I say. Yeah, you know, Lewis. You hear what me say to you now, Mr. Lewis. You hear me?
I hear, man.
All right, listen now. We got one third term loading and we have a business to go do. Here, later for them. Look where you're, Lewis. Later.
Show. Never to run to for me. I'll tell them some about third term for win. And this thing is a bag. All
right, Mr. Lewis.
Mr. Lewis.
What you wish for?
Because Uncle Bear, one question. Do you understand what the term trap for cash means?
Of course, that means you don't have the money. If you accept
so but you use it in the wrong. You use it wrong just now.
How me use it wrong? Because you never listen. I am saying NHT and Matalan do not strap for cash.
No, that's not what you say.
You said you're not listening. No. I did not say that, sir.
I made a mistake. You said let's trap for cash. I make a mistake.
All right. It was not. It wasn't. All right. Okay. It was not.
Mr. Lewis.
And Matalan do not strap for cash. None of them.
Mr. Lewis, I want to talk to you now, please. You hear me answer, Mr. Lewis. You hear me answer. You say PNP artists. Yeah, say PNP. We say PNP laws. Let me say what we are saying. Under the PNP government, over 150,000 houses were built between NHT, private developer, and Operation Pride.
I know, man. You must say PNP build yourself because PNP never build one house in Jamaica for people.
But
And that one
you keep adding here to
and
the
that
program.
one you say you Richard. Just the PNP now. PNP never been one out in Jamaica.
the damn fool them for the program.
You don't know what I'm bringing up the program, and they can make a good contribution.
I don't know all him have just wait and then the debunk garbage in your talk. But you see, agree with them chat foolishness and that and the thing, you know. All right, go on, you. That is straight. Make him wrap up.
You know, all right, you know.
Sean, the capital D again, you know. I play capital D,
Jordan, hold on. That is straight. Good afternoon.
Listen, man. Vincent, mute. Let me finish my thing now, Vincent, man. Because, yo, listen, man. Mute. Everybody mute. Yeah, please. Let me start back again. Carl Lewis and a lot of labor make reference to PNP always to them below whole heap of house and then a bill none. Let me state again. Under the People's National Party, over 150,000 houses were built by NHT, private developer, and Operation Pride. Under the People's National Party, over 100 new communities was built under that. All right, but with that said, Prime Minister Andrew Owens, although no go so because more than an NHT bill, said the NHT in its 49 year build 120,000 houses. And here we are checking yourself now. We know the first, that a history, the first 4 years, NHT built 40,000 houses. It is on record that the Jamaica Labour Party, 1980 to 89, the NHT built 8,000 houses. So that's 18,000. In the last 9 years, me I go set Andrew Owens bill, NHT bill 20,000, which are not too much. So listen me, you know. So that's 30,000. 35,000. All right? So 35 and 40 is 75. So how much house when that's the overall the PNP bill under the PNP government? That's all we are saying.
All right, you Richard, listen to this now. You know what they said the social housing program.
No, but I call it a social housing program. They said that's not a social housing bill. One, listen, man. No,
house. Make the man talk, man.
Let me talk, man. Let me show him.
More responsible. Man. You always assess man.
Let me show him more responsible. How responsible housing is done.
More you know what he said? We know more the foundation. Social housing program is a new name for the indigent housing program under the NHT who is distributed to the parish.
A lie, I tell. No, go so.
No. Look here, make Daddy Strength wrap up, make Daddy Strength wrap up, and then we go around.
All right, listen to this, you Richards. Under the new social housing program, which is controlled by the Prime Minister of Jamaica, or Jamaica Labour Party. See, you notice that every one of these houses, that every one of these houses, listen to what me I say, man. Not talk about the financial part yet.
No, you can't talk about the financial part.
Yeah, me say, not the financial part. Nobody else can deal with the financial part. Me I deal with the house.
Make me officer.
Make we deal with the house now. You realize that all of the houses that have been delivered, to people in Jamaica, there's a signet stamp in the house to show that these houses were built by the Jamaica Labour Party, not by NHT or by no other private contractor. You realize that?
Well, so Jamaica Labour Party government. The government of Jamaica government.
You play government, Labour Party government.
Yes, man. That is strength attack, true. Because we're Andrew though. Andrew go in at the housing trust and take the money and build the house and sell it back to housing trust. At that Andrew though. So
Vincent, you don't know where your chat says. Shut up. No, stop chatting about the part. First, we don't know one thing where your chat. Better let you, Blair, and you, Richard, answer that. But you come up and chat one bag of part. Look
Vincent,
why
mute.
I-95. Look why
Vincent, mute.
I-95. I know
No,
Andrew West
you
money
make
out
you
on the
charge and the rest of come with them answer that, man. You
95.
not do well on that.
I-95.
Come and chat
You
some
are the
bullshit.
house of I-95. I burn all lads. I know Andrew West is
Vincent,
wife.
Vincent,
And she
Vincent,
tell you and I sell back housing trust and a housing trust money.
Vincent,
In take and a bill house and sell back to them when I scam man.
Vincent, mute
Go
no
away.
Vincent, man.
How much them people that pay for them house there? How much the people them pay for it?
Hey,
That
wait,
about sell it back
next
out.
trend continue.
How much the
Next
people
trend-
them pay for the social program out
Next trend
How much
continue.
them pay for?
Next
Not a
trend
dollar.
continue.
Go and
Next
sit
trend
go
continue.
sleep, man.
Next
Look like you
trend
just
continue.
wake up.
Next trend continue. Strength. Listen no strength. Wait no strength. Wait, listen me now. Cause we have a monologue. Strength. Yeah, you are saying that the money that build those houses by the JLP come from Darrell Vaz as a treasurer for the Jamaica Labour Party. Give the government of Jamaica money to build the
The man
house.
never said that, man. The man never said that. Stop say that. The man never said that. The man needs the Labour Party government. That's what the man don't say. It's wrong for you to say that. Stop saying what the man don't say. The man don't say nothing like that. The man have need the Jamaica Labour Party government.
No,
The
he never said
GLP
that.
government.
He said
Stop
stamp.
saying, you Richard, you know better.
It look like when Mark G the government he might put the whole on our prison.
Vincent, the
When that?
Vincent, mute. Continue straight. The answer
Yeah.
question. Can
Listen
you
to me
say a
now.
jail?
What I am saying, you see, people.
Yeah. Tell
there's
where
a-
money come
you see,
from.
when you're
Go build
talking
them.
about housing, you have to, if you're going to talk about housing built by the government, or you're going to talk about housing built by private entity, built by NHT, or built by Food for the Poor, which of those are you referring to? I am referring to the houses that are being built under the new social housing program. Now, this is the people's money, yeah, that is being used to build these houses. And what I am saying is that all of these houses, yeah, which have been delivered to people who are qualified for them, has been stamped in the house. The big old signet is there, yeah, in all of the houses built by the Jamaica Labour Party government. It's in the houses.
The Jamaica Labour Party,
NHT money. And no NHT money, Billy, and no money we borrow, Billy. These houses are being built by the taxpayer of Jamaica. This is the social housing.
Mute now, that is straight. Mute now. But we have a civil discussion.
Why don't you stamp and say the taxpayer? It built by the taxpayer of Jamaica.
Hold on. That is strength. You realize just a while ago, you make the Prime Minister look like the biggest liar there.
Okay. Exactly.
Why so?
NHT you can take like 100 million out of housing just to the social housing program. So you make
No. Yo, Dino, you're not hearing right.
You never hear me
say money
You need a
come
ear
from the housing trust. You never hear me say that, no, brother.
But we are saying
I am saying that the money that is used for the social housing program are taxpayers' money.
You are saying the money did not come from NHT, and we are telling you that's not true. It did come from NHT.
It not come from NHT,
money
brother.
is not taxpayers' money.
Social housing program is being funded by NHT.
Yeah, the money again.